What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here for the fine folks at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to ring in the holiday season. Yeah, the 12 days of Shackmas are here, and here's what you got to do. This is fun. Follow them on social media between now and December 12th. They're going to be posting pictures of these glittery ducks all across the metro. Once they post one, the hunt is on. Find one and win big. Think things like concert tickets, game tickets, gift cards, and I've gotten word that one of the days will be for tickets and a wild suite with yours truly. But you'll have to beat me to find these ducks, and just a warning, I have a lot of time on my hands and I fight dirty. Follow Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to join in the excitement. And remember, get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. Book appointments now at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
All right. You goofy bastards. What do you think, Josh? Can I drag one more radio show out of you?
I think we can squeeze in just one more. Today is our Friday, after all.
Just like a turd, can you push out one more program?
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get there, but sure.
You're asking the wrong guy on that one.
For me? Will you do it for me?
Absolutely.
Welcome,
Whatever you need.
Jag-offs, to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Like Josh was saying, the final for the week. Oh, cripes.
NWO Jesus said he woke up to an extra 500 big ones in his bank account, a little Christmas gift from his job.
Nice. That's awesome.
I've never got a financial bonus around here. We've gotten some ornaments. One year we got a poker set, jackets. It's been a long time since there's been gifts, but you know, every once in a while you hear somebody saying, yeah, we got an annual Christmas bonus or something.
Yeah, my husband gets a monetary bonus every year, and I'm like, I hate you.
Is it something like that's based on performance, or it's just everybody gets one no matter what?
I think it's a little bit of both.
That's
it's pretty
cool.
hopeful.
Very cool.
We've received Christmas ornaments, a poker set, jackets, you say. Oh, you remember the story about my uncle. How did this play itself out again? My uncle asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I said I wanted a jacket, and he showed me how.
Oh my God!
So one of your one of our listeners,
NWO
woke
Jesus.
up this morning, looked at his bank account. There's an extra $500 in there. It's his Christmas bonus.
He said $500 in his bank account and blind melon all to start his day. He's pretty excited.
Who the hell made the call on that blind melon?
Not me.
Did I ever tell you I was the guy that snapped in that? It took a long time, many takes for me to get the snaps in on that song.
I'm sorry,
the snaps in the end of that song. You know, the finger snaps.
Oh, I usually turn it off halfway through.
Yeah, everybody does, so nobody's heard it. But yeah, they'd used a little auto tune.
There are finger snaps at the end of the song, and it took you a while to gain the rhythm to snap along with it?
1.5 weeks and 4 beatings from the rest of the band members, and I finally got it.
Just for the record, no one could ever be beaten up by the members of Blind Melon. But anyway, so you were like Steve Martin in The Jerk when he's laying in bed in the middle of the night, and
right?
He finally catches rhythm?
That song reminds me of college because my freshman year, that Dancing Bee video was everywhere for that song. It was
horrible.
So huge.
Horrible.
Here's another guy, Richard. They get $2,000 every year from their work.
Richard is how you pronounce it.
Oh, it's Richard.
Yes.
Like he's French or something?
Somebody hands him $2,000 every Christmas?
That's great.
That is wonderful. Speaking of Christmas, we do have some interesting guests popping by later. A group of characters from Minnesota, Krampus. And this is all pretty unfamiliar territory for me, so I'm not sure what to expect. Let me tell you what I have in front of me as far as the Krampus folks go. Well, first off, Krampus is like an alternate holiday to Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of evil.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And I mean, there's whipping involved.
There are beatings?
There's beatings. And
I watched a movie years ago called Krampus that was supposed to be a scare.
So bad, dude.
it looked terrible.
Bad.
It looked terrible.
It was stupid. It was awful.
Honestly, one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah.
It sure did look bad.
It's a long time ago.
But was it tongue-in-cheek? Did it know it was bad?
It's a long time ago,
No.
Josh. All I remember
that makes
is
it so much worse.
Was it 10 years ago, Ashley, or something?
Yeah, something like that.
All I remember is that it sucked eggs, despite it having what appeared to be a pretty expensive cast of actors. But this is 10 years ago. It sucked horribly.
Oh, man.
It's turned into like quite the cult classic, though.
Is it really?
Yeah, people get together, I think, to watch and kind of laugh at it.
So here's what I have about the Krampus, folks. We're going to have a feller in studio by the name of Travis. He's the founder of Minnesota Krampus. And he's going to be hauling along with him 2 Krampus performers. And I've seen pictures of these Krampus performers who are dressed as Krampus himself.
If there was a Krampus, I would be tricked by them. They are so good.
It's really elaborate stuff. Evil goat-looking type characters. If this is all new to you like it is for me, that's as best I can do to describe the Krampus performers. They're going to be coming in here. Today is I'll get there. Krampusnacht.
Yeah, it's perfect timing. I love that.
Krampusnacht or Krampus Night. The day of wrecking. And
Because it's the eve of St. Nicholas Day. I think that's how it times out.
it's going to take me a while to wrap my head around this.
Well, it's funny. So when we first talked about having these guys in, and you mentioned Travis, the founder, super cool guy, and I'd been kind of emailing back and forth with him, and Ashley's like, Krampus, like, they whip people, and we had never heard that before. We didn't know some of the traditions, and we thought, that's crazy. They don't do any whipping. But then in one of the emails he sent, he goes, by the way, for our traditional whipping, we're going to whip Ashley. We listened to the show, and she's been naughty. So she was right. I think somehow you manifested that to yourself.
I told you.
I wouldn't mind being ringside for a good beating.
Yeah.
So they founded Minnesota Krampus 10, 11 years ago. It's a nonprofit organization. Is this for real? They provide scholarships to college students studying cultural or historical topics related to the Alps and its people.
Yes.
That's for real?
Yeah, we'll have to ask him about that.
The suits and the masks that they wear when they come on in, and we'll have to get some pictures, put them up on the website. All the suits and masks are crafted in Austria, reflecting authentic Alpine craftsmanship. They're keeping the old Krampus tradition alive. And the story of Krampus is a giant, horned, furry creature that shows up this time of year to straighten kids out and scare them before Christmas.
Speaking of horned, Local 34 Jesus said he took a lady to watch Krampus and it made her horny. Which, sometimes those horror movies, for whatever reason, they get folks going.
Interesting.
You might spot Minnesota Krampus hanging around town every holiday season. It says here, they might hang out at the mall and open up doors for you. They're making some appearances today and tomorrow, spreading Krampus cheer, if that's the proper way to say it. We'll find out all about these characters at around 8:20, 8:30 this morning. Minnesota Krampus.
Yeah, they'll be joining Impaler, one of our favorite local bands, tonight.
Dude.
They'll be at Amsterdam Bar tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Impaler plays a show tonight. Well, damn. Yeah, like Ashley and I were saying, we saw the movie. Sucked.
We got to get their take on it.
That's as far as I can take a conversation on Krampus. It's just I saw the movie and it was awful, but we're excited to learn the real deal. I'm not going to base my opinion on Krampus or Krampus, Minnesota on a silly movie. We're looking to jawjack with these fools. They give kids a beating come Christmas time to straighten them out.
Sometimes they need it.
So there you go. What else was I reading? Holiday related. Oh, summer's out there, Josh. There's a holiday hookup guide. The rules for banging at your relatives' houses. Now, if I were to write that guide, the rules to banging at your relatives' houses, because, of course, in a couple weeks, some of us might be traveling, staying at your folks' place, staying at your uncle's house. If I were the one to write the guide, Josh, I'd say there's only one rule. Once you hit 30 years old, you don't do it. It's time to grow up and show some respect for others. Once you hit 30, you are not having sex at your parents' house anymore. You're not having sex at your aunt and uncle's place in Madison, Wisconsin. You just don't do it. It's time to grow up. That'd be it. That's it for me.
That's a good rule of thumb.
I agree.
And also, maybe once you're 30, maybe you should be getting a hotel.
Right. Right.
You know
Not doing the old couch pullout, you know?
And I bet a lot of parents would agree. Why do you stay here? Just get a hotel. Uh-huh. You got that Christmas bonus.
I remember once when I was in my early 30s visiting, I think, my girlfriend at the time, visiting her parents' place for Christmas, spending the night over there. And we couldn't resist, Josh. We were both so attractive, right?
You're only humans.
Right. We started to maul each other in the guest room. I think it was her old bedroom. And I remember thinking to myself, this is disgusting and classless. And her folks are right next door. What am I doing? I'm in my 30s already.
Was this still a twin bed or something? Because that would make it even funnier.
Nah, I mean, I don't remember the specifics, but I remember...
It's all disgusting and classless, though, no matter where you are, in my opinion.
Sure,
so what's the difference?
But so you're saying go for it because... Even if you're 2021, it's disgusting.
I'd feel bad about it for sure. It'd feel definitely worse.
But I remember thinking to myself, what are we doing? We can't just wait till tomorrow night for this, you know what I mean? So
I was 24 or 25 with my girlfriend at her parents' place in Madison, Wisconsin. Funny you mentioned that as an example.
Is that right?
Yeah, uh-huh. And I had known her parents and stuff. Was the first time staying at their place. And we get in, we're greeting, and the dad kind of pulls me aside, and he's kind of an intimidating guy. He goes, hey, listen, I know you guys spend the night together every night when you're at home, but my house, Christmas, going to ask you guys sleep in separate bedrooms. I go, hey, of course, absolutely. I respect that 100%. So I end up sleeping in her little brother's room, who was about like 8, tiniest bed ever. She's sleeping down the hall. All of a sudden, the first night we're there, I hear the door open. She comes sneaking in. And I'm like, no, we're not doing this. And she's like, no, come on, it'll be fine. I'm like, well, no, first of all, your dad will kill me. And B, I'm not going to sleep with you in your little brother's bed. That's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird.
That is so weird. Like, there's stuffed animals and action figures all over the floor. So I guess it's kind of like my room now, but...
I thought it was weird even when I was younger, like even when I lived with my parents. I thought it was weird having sexual relations when they're like right next door.
That makes a difference as far as, so you're saying even
sexual relations.
Yeah, I know. I thought you'd like that, Josh.
Tonight our relations will be sexual. If it's your parents' house, I think there's probably some more comfort. But yeah, if like a girlfriend's parents or something like that, that would be very difficult for me to get what I like to call an erection.
I never thought any place was weird when I was young.
It depends.
I was
certainly
up for
is age dependent. Yeah.
When I was young, when I was into my early 20s, there was no place that was too weird for me.
I had sex in a bathroom floor at the state. Oh no, that was Ashley.
Yeah, that was me. I do. Yeah, I really don't have much to talk here, but I have a couple of friends where, like, they had boyfriends and girlfriends in high school, and their parents would let them sleep over with the door closed, and that always like rubbed me the wrong way because like they know what you're doing. I can't imagine when my son is like 16 being like, yeah, totally have sex in my house.
Oh, my wife. So her mom was a single mom, and my wife, there was no rules whatsoever.
Wow.
She could have boyfriends staying over in high school. It did not matter. Her mom was she's a big hippie, right? She's like, go ahead, do whatever you want. I've had that conversation before, where I've had to say to my oldest, hey, that can't happen. They can't stay over. You can't sneak them in the house. And, and his argument was, we're going to find a way to do it someplace else. I said, I know, but I'm not running a brothel here. This is my house. I'm not going to make it easy for you.
Exactly.
You can't have that happen.
I'm not going to make it easy. I do not want you to conceive a child in my house.
Right, that's the thing. I'm not going to be following you around to keep you pure. It's just, you can't do it here.
It's funny you say that, too old to be cute. Jesus says his brother got his wife pregnant at our parents' house when he was 32.
This person says, for some reason, I don't know if it's a girl thing, but my wife attacks me whenever we're staying in her parents' or my parents' house.
Maybe it's some kind of nostalgic vibe.
Or like the thrill of maybe like being caught by your parents all over again.
Sure.
DeBomb Jesus said, parents have no problem banging when you're in the other room growing up, so now it's their turn to listen to you. Take that, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, I don't know. Do whatever you got to do. You're not my problem. So, back to a subject we touched on a little earlier. Quite a few people are texted in saying, hang on a second, Christmas bonuses? Never saw it.
There's a few people that text in with some large bonuses they're getting. I think, $10,000 might be the most expensive or the biggest one I've seen.
Lick me down.
You've got to make a decent amount of, like, your base salary must be pretty good.
I would imagine so.
Or what if they're just screwing you on the base salary and then the bonus looks sweet?
Yeah, you only make like $30,000 a year, but
Yeah.
hey, here's $10,000.
You have to wait till Christmas to eat?
I got a friend, she just got a new job, and she said she got a signing bonus. I go, a signing bonus? You sign with the Minnesota Lynx? What are you talking about, a signing bonus?
Somebody else mentioned they got a signing bonus.
Cool.
Last year, this person said they got $7,500. This year, it'll be $10,000.
Jeez.
And they said not to brag.
Well,
No,
what?
you go ahead and brag about
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
So maybe I won't say who this is.
That's the life.
They know who this is. I don't want to get them in trouble. This person gets about $1,300 for their Christmas bonus and said, but it's not enough for this asshole. He needs more money to stay in that place.
Oh. Well,
Dairy Feeding Jesus said I was 16 and I got 20 pounds of ground beef for a Christmas bonus. What the hell is a 16-year-old going to do with 20 pounds of ground beef, he said?
Hey, good for your parents, though.
Big barbecue.
Well, I'll tell you what. Congratulations if you're one of the lucky ones. Especially if you're one of these peckerheads that just gets a check.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
I got a honey-baked ham once.
That's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I love honey baked ham.
I wasn't mad about it.
Drunk Uncle Firefighter Jesus got a $10,000 signing bonus to stay with his old company.
Oh, wow, they liked him that much?
Yeah, I didn't know regular jobs gave signing bonuses. Just like you, Dane. I thought it was like athletes always get those.
Exactly.
$25 Target gift card.
Nothing
Nice.
wrong with that.
Better than nothing.
So what would you say, Nick, is the best thing we got here? That poker set? That seemed like it was expensive. All the chips had 9-3X on it. Came in like in a suitcase.
I never played poker once.
I didn't either.
I gave that
That was
away.
when poker was huge. I gave it to my neighbor. Yeah, he loved to play poker.
I wish I could remember because, there was a 10-year stretch of time where we would get something pretty decent for Christmas from the company. You mentioned
Like those jackets were really cool.
Christmas ornaments. Who cares?
I still have one.
But we got some pretty fancy clothing at times, including those jackets. Leather. Were they leather? I don't remember. But the poker set, I don't know. I'm forgetting something. There was...
I think that had to be the fanciest. And
I
the,
don't know,
the parties were crazy expensive.
I wish
under-
we still did parties like that. That'd be fun.
Are we not having a holiday party?
We
are, but I wish it was like, fancy.
It used to be crazy, crazy fancy.
Yeah, it was.
Like kind of to the point where it made it not as fun. It was too fancy, but it was a nice gesture.
The jacket I ended up giving to my dad. The poker set, I don't remember and it wasn't like a Christmas re-gifting.
Oh, yeah, we should. I want to be clear.
yeah,
that wasn't mine either. Yeah.
I want to be very clear. I wasn't one of these cheapskate
There's
bastards.
guys here that would do that.
I would give them to these people on a separate date. There you go. Yeah, we've gotten some cool stuff. I couldn't tell you which one was my favorite because I really didn't take advantage of any of them. Like I said, I gave them away.
That jacket, I remember you liked a lot. the bomber jacket one they gave us? Or maybe I liked it a lot.
I
definitely liked it a lot.
I don't recall.
There's a lot of folks. Congratulations. That's great that you're getting treated well.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're getting treated well the rest of the year, too, but a lot of people are getting some cool stuff.
Right. Good for you.
One
I'd
person
be miserable for a year if it meant I got that big of a bonus.
I just got to wait 11 more months.
Yep.
Keep grinding.
Somebody said that at his work, the bosses get bonuses the size of his annual salary.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Oh, yeah.
The bosses usually do pretty well.
We don't want to know what kind of bonuses the upper management folks are having set in front of them this time of year. It would just piss us off. So there you go.
Boy, I might need to be taking... Do you have decent loan terms? Some of these texts coming in. I need to borrow some money. It looks like you got it.
All right, back to mixing sex with your folks' house. You know, when you're a kid, I certainly didn't see anything wrong with it. You get a little older, I think you need to grow up. Find someplace else to do it. Get a hotel room. Specifically, we're discussing, I guess, visiting your parents for the holidays or an aunt and uncle's place or whatever. Find someplace else to do it. How about this? Mixing sex in your parents' house with a little bit of kink. Chaos coordinator Sheezes said when she was a kid, she had sex in her parents' bedroom. She wanted to get tied up.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
In your parents' bedroom? I couldn't even do it in my parents' bedroom.
And it sounds like...
normal style.
Oh, yeah? Well, of course, you couldn't.
No way.
She said her partner at the time used one of her dad's ties to tie her to the bed.
Oh, man.
No.
So she's restrained up against the headboard, and she looks up, and there are her father's ties holding her to the bed. There's something wrong about that, isn't there, Josh?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not... That sounded like I'm judging her. I'm not. I'm picturing myself in that situation. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Then the next time you see your father wear that tie, it reminds you of the restrained potty games that you played in your parents' bed last Thanksgiving.
It's a tie he wears to your wedding.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be tough.
Can we borrow that for the wedding night? Yeah.
Good for you, Chaos Coordinator Sheezes, for being an adventurous type.
She's wild. I want to meet that one.
So there you go. Oh, also later this morning, of course, we'll be talking to, don't help me, I got this down by now, Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder, Andrew DePaola, and we'll drag some poor sucker on the air for our Purple Pick'em score predictions.
Yeah, it's kind of... I mean, it's weird how this season makes it lose its luster, even though it's an incredible prize somebody could win. It's still kind of like, all right, I guess we'll pick the purple on this one.
Has the Vikings' poor performance had an effect on your approach to Purple Pick'em? Your enthusiasm?
A little bit. I mean, if somebody wins that thing, that's obviously going to change. We already gave $1,000 away this year, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to give the big prize away so bad.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
That would change things.
Add a little something to the situation. All right, before we go, Josh, we give you a hard time over your recent weight gain, but you're still in pretty good shape overall, I think, considering your age, considering the stress of your occupation, considering how your family treats you. I think you're still in pretty good physical shape.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I'm a little worried on where this is going, but yes, thank you.
You know, part of the reason why you might be still hanging in there, part of the reason why you're still in pretty good shape is your generosity. I was reading that if you're the type that goes all out at Christmas and buys a lot of gifts for your friends and family, it's good for your health.
Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like to make other people feel good.
It goes on and on about generous behavior being a benefit physically. Lower how do you say that?
Blood pressure?
Yeah, reduced risk of early death.
That's wonderful.
Similar to the effects of regular exercise and a healthy diet. So that's probably why you haven't fallen completely apart, because you are one of the most generous gift givers that I've ever known.
And I'm fat and sassy, as you know. So with my weight gain, I've become more sassy. I want to get a Foxy Grandpa bumper sticker one of these days.
Ooh,
Can't wait for that.
That'd look cool in your badass truck.
Can you imagine? What a juxtaposition that would be.
Seriously.
That doesn't make any sense.
So there you effing go. We're happy to have you this morning. Kicking off the final for the work week. Plenty to do. But we're going to do it all together and as happily as possible. When we come back, we'll dump the stupid news upside your heads. We'll return here in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here for the fine folks at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to ring in the holiday season. Yeah, the 12 days of Shackmas are here, and here's what you got to do. This is fun. Follow them on social media between now and December 12th. They're going to be posting pictures of these glittery ducks all across the metro. Once they post one, the hunt is on. Find one and win big. Think things like concert tickets, game tickets, gift cards, and I've gotten word that one of the days will be for tickets and a wild suite with yours truly. But you'll have to beat me to find these ducks, and just a warning, I have a lot of time on my hands and I fight dirty. Follow Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to join in the excitement. And remember, get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. Book appointments now at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
Hey y'all, it's Lainey Wilson. St. Jude gives kids with cancer the chance they deserve. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food. But we can't help these kids without you.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
A chance to show people a little bit behind the curtain. Kling, what are we in for?
Such a fun time. So much energy, and you get to actually see people react to the storytelling.
We cover a wide range of topics.
The whole reason we started was we loved playing when we were kids.
I mean, I still got that spark in me.
There you go. But I don't know how you can leave not being a bigger fan.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Goals for goals! Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Right. You know, I'm not trying to bring the vibe down, but you know what happened here a few minutes ago, Josh? A listener informed me that Steve Cropper has died.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
God dang. From the old blues, the good old Blues Brothers boys band from Chicago. Maybe the greatest band ever assembled, the Blues Brothers band from back in the day.
Also, Booker T and the MGs, who were the high school band I was in, they had the name before I joined. The name was derived from their song, The Green Onion. So that's how they were called, the Green Onion Band. Because it was brothers that started the band, and that's the only song they could play, so their dad would just call them the Green Onion Band, since that's the first song and only song they knew for a while.
There's a connection between Booker T and the MGs, Steve Cropper, and Cubby.
Had some great memories in high school.
Yeah, the good old Blues Brothers boys.
I mean, he made it a while, 84.
Band.
Not bad.
From Chicago. Yeah, quite a poke.
And especially for like a popular musician. That's impressive.
Willie Too Big Hall, he's still alive. Trying to roll through some of the members of the Blues Brothers band. Blue Lou, still alive. Aykroyd, he's still breathing. Donald Duck Dunn, dead. Matt Guitar Murphy, dead. Tom Bones Malone, I think he's still alive. Well, I'm sad to hear that. Love the Blues Brothers. Weed Token Motorboat and Jesus also texted into the show. He's checking in from his deer stand. Says he's been hunting since September. archery, shotgun, now muzzle loader. He says, I think today's the day I pull the trigger. I hope so, bruh. Get some. I went deer hunting years ago. Big fat-ass buck walked out in front of me. I took a shot. By the time I got the cap back on the bottle, he had walked away. All right, on to today's stupid news report. This is certainly something quite unique. There's a town in Japan, a town called Mihama.
That's where I save the drama. I save the drama for Mihama.
For when you visit Mihama.
I have just pissed off Ashley.
The folks who work for the city of Mihama, they've gone ahead and sued one of their residents for simply being a colossal asshat.
That's hilarious.
They're suing the sumbitch because he's a relentless prickbag and they hate his guts.
Have you guys ever, like, lived next to somebody or in a town where there's a notorious jerk? I've been very lucky and I haven't, but I know people who have. One of my better friends, his neighbors are awful. Well, maybe I shouldn't say I don't live next to him. The stories he tells me sure seems like they are.
I have an awful neighbor. Yeah.
Currently you do?
Yeah, we call her the bitch neighbor.
Didn't she like yell at your dogs or something once?
Yeah, she like kicked our fence, and like her and my husband got into an argument, and she started screaming at him.
I can't imagine. I mean, you hear stories. Sometimes it gets bad enough where you read stories. I mean, was it Shakopee just a few months ago? They talked about these two neighbors that it's just been awful, the two of them next to each other.
Oh, yeah, I have heard about that.
Oh, geez. I feel for people in that situation.
Yeah, when we take our son on a walk and we walk past her house, every time my husband's like, see that house right there? We hate that bitch.
Have you thought of sending them some sort of sending her like some flowers or an edible arrangement to try and smooth things over?
No. He's never gonna do that. He holds grudges.
Does he really?
Yeah. He hates her for eternity.
Doesn't that make you miserable holding a grudge though?
He seems like he's having a good time with it.
Oh well, maybe some people dig it.
Oh man, holding a grudge. I know some people who simply purely 100% thrive off of their grudges that started in 3rd grade, and they don't plan on letting it go until the day that they die.
So you say thrive like they enjoy kind of that rivalry? Or
well, I guess
I wouldn't want to hold on to that.
I was exaggerating a little bit. All I'm saying is that they still are very content in bringing up the fact that there are people that they hate that stems from something from 3rd grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, high school. They think it's completely normal to, if that individual's name comes up, they'll still say, oh, I hate that prick, and their evidence is something that happened in grade school. I'm not saying it makes them happy, but it's certainly something they're content bringing up over and over and over and over again.
I mean, there's definitely like people who, if I saw them at the mall, I might want to dive behind a kiosk, thinking just like, I don't want to run into that person. But yeah, grudges just, I don't sit well with me. Like, I have trouble handling that. I'd rather just get it over with.
I hate to keep, just flying all over the place because we have stories to tell this morning. But it's really fascinating to me, the grown people who can't seem to separate adult life with their childhood. And I'll give you an example. I know I've told you this once before, but it just truly excites me to tell this story because it's so fascinating to me. My wife was out with a gal friend a number of years ago. Okay, they're in their late 40s. Okay, my wife and her gal friend. And a dude walks into the bar. And my wife's gal friend says, oh, my God, awkward. Oh, God. And my wife says, what? And her gal friend says, Tony Rodbuster just walked into the bar. Tony Rodbuster. And my wife said, Oh, yeah, I remember Tony. So what that he just walked into the bar? And her girlfriend said, we dated in 8th grade.
What?
You don't date in 8th grade. You just hold hands at the locker bay.
And my wife said, yeah, so? We're 48 years old. What the hell are you talking about?
That's so
you know what I'm talking about?
crazy.
I'm fascinated by that. And it's similar to a couple of my bros who still hold a grudge against a dude that they got into a fight with on the football field in 6th grade.
I mean, you're so different in all those
Yes.
years. It's crazy they'll hold on to that.
It's a friggin' mental illness or something. So what that your 8th grade boyfriend, you have a grown child or two. You've been married for 25 years. What does it matter that your 8th grade boyfriend, who you had a terrible breakup with back then, what does it matter? How does that play into today's world for you? I don't understand.
That's funny. My 6th grade girlfriend, we started, I asked her out on a Friday, and by Sunday we already broke up.
Oh, no.
We were both crossing guards. That's how we met.
Romantic.
That, and we had a class of about 20. So I knew her very well for maybe, from kindergarten to 6th grade. And so, but she ends up, my wife says, hey, you know what? I work with your ex-girlfriend. I'm like, oh, I was kind of thinking like recent ones. And she mentioned her name. I go, from 6th grade? And apparently like they were making fun of me together. So my wife was not jealous whatsoever. And obviously the other girl didn't care whatsoever. But instead they just kind of shared embarrassing stories about me, which there's a few. So
Yeah.
they bonded over that.
Say a nice 7-hour conversation.
Millennial bibliophile Jesus said at her 10-year class reunion, people from every clique showed up. Everyone was so kind and welcoming. We sat and caught up again. No hate, no drama. Loved it. That's the way to do it.
That is. I remember graduating high school. We had another school, Apple Valley, just down the road from us. I went to ECU. Apple Valley was just a stone's throw. And, of course, there was a big rivalry between all of us. All us guys hated each other. We played sports against each other. Then we graduated, and we all saw each other at a beer party, and we all just had laughs, and we're like, remember how stupid we were, when that altercation happened and stuff? We were all just friends immediately.
You know what I'd like to do in that situation? Urge you guys to play a pickup game of basketball and see if we can reignite those old rivalries. Welding Jesus, what did you say your neighbor was called? Or you call your neighbor, Ashley?
The bitch neighbor.
Yeah. Welding Jesus says, how do you guys know my wife? And elementary school custodian Jesus said Tommy Johnson stole his snack pack in kindergarten. That son of a bitch.
Tell you what.
That is messed up.
Cliques, right? Mm-hmm. High school, junior high cliques.
I don't think we really had those.
I still recognize cliques. My last class reunion, I still won't talk to the nerds. I still believe in cliques. You weren't part of our group. What are you doing walking up here trying to talk to us?
Get Bent Jesus said they have a Karen neighbor who started mowing her lawn in the middle of their daughter's grad party in June, then, quote, pulls weeds along the fence so she can spy and mutter things under her breath.
Oh, man.
That's psycho.
The lawn mowing thing is so petty.
Yeah, man, that's gotta suck.
All right.
Even if you're the most reasonable person in the world, if you have a neighbor who's doing things like lawn mowing to ruin your family's party and stuff, that's going to wear on even the nicest person.
Yeah, I have one of our neighbors. We absolutely love them. And I was just like laying in the backyard sun tanning. And she texted me to make sure, like, hey, is it all right if I mow the lawn? I don't want to disturb you. Like, that's how it should be.
I've always gotten along with my neighbors. All right, we were talking about Mihama, Japan. And the folks who run the city, the folks who work for the city of Mihama, are suing one individual resident simply for being a dick. Now, I don't think a name is given here. The story says that the dude being sued is a single feller in his 60s. There's some background here as far as how this nightmare started. It says here back in the year of 2020, the dick contacted City Hall to bitch about something that the town itself had no control over. What it was doesn't matter. When the town told the dick that whatever he was bitching about wasn't their problem, the dick started verbally abusing the members of the Mihama City Hall. He started verbally abusing them nonstop for the next 5 years. He would either call or visit City Hall almost every day for 5 years to aggravate and instigate with the City Hall people.
That's doing way too much.
Jesus, does this guy work? Every day, he would either swing by or make a telephone call.
So he never has one moment in any day of self-reflection?
Guess not. When the City Hall people, when the dick would go to City Hall or call him on the telephone, he would just act ridiculous. He'd toss insults at everyone who crossed his path. Sometimes, Ashley, he'd insist on speaking to a man instead of a woman.
Yuck.
Over his specific complaints. No thank you. I'd rather talk to a man about this, not a woman. Because he's a tough guy, right? And the folks at City Hall had to deal with this for 5 years. They had enough. They drew up a new law where they could sue people who are relentless dicks.
That's awesome.
The dick, our guy, not only is he a prick, but he's also chicken-sh. Once word got out that he was being sued, he hasn't said a word or come anywhere near City Hall. And the city's being nice about it, despite what he's put them through for 5 years. They said they'd call off the lawsuit if he would just shut his stupid rod hole and stay away from them forever and ever.
So there's somebody who's reasonable here.
Yes.
I can't confirm this happened, but I heard it from a reliable source that in the city of Eagan, there was a guy that had some issues with the city. And maybe if somebody works for the city and you're listening, you can confirm this or deny it. So I have the right info. But from what I heard, he had bought a website, which was maybe like cityofegan.com or .org or whatever it was, and spoofed the real City of Egan site and just wrote like terrible things on it. And finally they had to like sue the guy. This is all, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
They had to sue the guy to get him to stop. And it was a big deal. Apparently it was like going on for a while, and this was a real big deal.
That's kind of hilarious.
Just that level of pettiness and tech savviness.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's a dangerous combo.
All right, let's keep it going here. I'm looking through the local paper here. Huh. That's odd. I thought that would be big news. There seems to be an absence of a certain ornithological piece. A headline regarding mass awareness of a certain avian variety. Oh, you have not heard? It was my understanding that everyone had heard. Let's discuss a video here. Folks really seem to like those videos. Going to give you a heads up on a good one, in case you haven't already spotted it somewhere. On a location, that's not the word. On a local, no, that was the right word. An on-location news reporter type of a gal, like our old friend Janelle Klein and what she does for a living. An on-location news reporter, live on the street type of a gal from over there in New Zealand. She was trying to record a little video clip for the television news. For Christ's sake, in the middle of putting together her little video, she got hit in the face. Hard. By a bird.
Because its shelf life in the wardrobe is going to be short-lived. Do again. Yeah. Oh. You all right? Yeah. Oh my God.
Straight into you.
My eye.
Your eye?
Yeah.
You're bleeding.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the sound of a bird hitting a television news reporter right in the mug.
That's so good.
Ooh, what the hell was...
That was how she ended that whole thing.
Jessica Tyson is her damn name. Total super fox.
Oh, yeah. Former Miss New Zealand, right?
That's right. By the way, she is a former, by God, Miss New Zealand. She took a bird right to her pretty face. And she lived to tell the story. The bird was traveling at a high rate of speed when it face-effed Jessica. And as you heard there, the bird drew blood. Is that video up on our website?
Yes, it is.
Now, apparently this avian attack that she suffered through was just the icing on the cake of a terrible couple of weeks for Jessica, the Super Fox on-location television news reporter lady. In the last couple of weeks, she's accidentally cut one of her fingers off, and she also fell smooth off of her bicycle.
Some Final Destination stuff going on here.
Poor girl.
I want to play cards against this gal. Brian, don't! What do you make of those raccoons, Josh? Do they bother you at all?
I grew up in South Minneapolis, and there was ne'er an alley without one, jumping in garbage cans and whatnot. We got chased by them when we were kids.
Oh, no.
I think they're kind of adorable until you're face-to-face with one.
Some folks love those little bastards. I hear they're becoming popular pets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My wife, she finds raccoons to be adorable and has...
they are from a distance.
And has, how should I say this, brought up the wild idea of keeping one as a pet.
Oh, is she really? Legitimately or joking around?
I don't know. I wasn't completely listening.
I think so.
I haven't seen one in a long time.
Others want to kill them dead. Anyways, maybe because we live so closely with raccoons, it seems to me they're beginning to act more and more human. And I have an example here. A raccoon broke into a liquor store the other day. The sumbitch got hammered off his ass, and then he passed out in the crapper.
That picture and video is so funny.
Like your girlfriend did when she turned 21, out cold on the bathroom floor.
Oh, God.
I haven't seen the picture.
Oh, you got to see it. Sorry, I got so excited there.
No, it's okay.
I just can't wait for you to see it. Look, like a bear rug you might put in front of a fancy fireplace?
Yeah.
It looks like that, but it's next to a toilet, and it's a raccoon.
Can someone send me an electron? Oh, you don't have to send me an electronic mail.
It's just a full sploot.
Oh, yeah, he's out cold on his stomach right by the toilet in the liquor store crapper. So
close to making it to the toilet to puke.
Animal control officers. This was in the neighborhood of Richmond, Virginia, in case that matters at all. The animal control officers, they took the pictures that we were just talking about of this poor little pot liquor raccoon. They say it was a male raccoon that broke into a liquor store last Friday. I'm not sure how he busted into the joint, but it was overnight.
They are nocturnal. They can party.
There is one certain fact about raccoons. They love the nightlife. They do. Hilariously, the next morning, a liquor store employee found the raccoon out cold on the bathroom floor. Just done. Sound asleep. Says here, the raccoon had knocked a bunch of bottles off the shelves. Some of them broke open, and he started licking the hooch up off the floor, and he got effing blasted. It looked like maybe he had some gin, whiskey.
I'm surprised you know that.
Know what?
No, because neither one of us are very good at picking out some of the real alcohols.
I'm just reading it off the.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the bottles here.
No, I know nothing about hard liquor. Animal control scooped his carcass up off the floor. He stayed asleep throughout the entire process.
They brought him to detox.
So cute. Look at his little feet.
He is cute. Probably has rabies aside from a hangover.
Probably, yeah.
A few hours later, the raccoon came to, totally confused. He's no longer in the liquor store. He's in the animal control building. They gave him something or another to eat and then tossed him back out into the woods. The animal control folks said he had no injuries, but he was clearly hungover to beat hell.
You guys won't believe what I did last night.
It's a very, very funny picture. Great story.
It's on 93x.com if you want to look at it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun to look at it. Now, speaking of those damned raccoons, here we go. a dude down there in Georgia, this is what you get for trying to be a nice guy. The dude in Georgia, he didn't want to tell the local news his name, and here's why. He tried to save a wild raccoon by putting it in his car and driving it to a hospital. But along the way, the raccoon kicked his ass. And now the poor bastard might have caught rabies. Double rabies, they say. He might have caught double rabies.
I could see this happening to me.
Oh, yeah. There's no way you'd leave that thing on the side of the road.
Mm-mm.
The story says that dude found a raccoon on the side of the road making funny noises. Dude thought that maybe the raccoon was injured or dying, and he was concerned. He wrapped the raccoon up in his coat and threw it into his motor vehicle. He held the raccoon against his chest like you would a baby for more than an hour as they drove down the road.
So he thinks, yeah, we're friends, we're buddies.
I don't know where he was planning on taking the damn thing. He said, quote, he was taking it to a hospital. I hope he meant an animal hospital, but that doesn't matter. At some point during the car ride, the raccoon had enough cuddling, and it went ahead and just tore this poor dude to pieces.
Oh, man, that's not fair.
It chewed on his face. It chewed on his arms. They're swerving all over the road. Dude just got tuned up. I don't think this guy's too bright, Cubby, but he's tough.
So, they find out this thing is rabies, right? And don't they have to kill the animal to find that?
They did kill him dead.
Yeah, they have to chop its head off.
That's what I had always heard.
They killed the thing dead. But we're not over it. We're not to that point yet. Dude took the beating and drove all the way back to town. And he drove to some nature center of some kind. He turned in the raccoon. He's just pissing blood out of his face, right?
Hey, I found this raccoon.
The confused folks at the nature center said, hey, brother, go to a damn hospital. The raccoon was put down, like we discussed. And the poor guy who picked it up, he might be next. The raccoon was tested. It was positive for rabies. And from what I understand, dude never went to any hospital.
Just decided to chance it, huh?
He must have. Well, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was a death sentence if you don't immediately get care.
That's what it says here. Typically, humans with rabies die from cardiac or respiratory failure within a week.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah, they don't mess around with that.
But I don't think
all that for nothing.
I don't think he was all there. This guy.
It was the rabies symptoms. Did you? Oh, shoot. You haven't started watching the reboot of, oh my gosh, Beavis and Butthead, have you?
No.
The first season was very good. It hasn't been as good, but
is one of them bitten by a raccoon?
Yeah. Beavis. So they take sex ed, right? Which they're a little too old for that, but they're taking sex ed and they learn about puberty. And so Beavis gets bit by a raccoon, and now the rabies is progressing. He gets rabies, and he's basically dying, but he thinks he's going through puberty. So as he's foaming at the mouth and all this stuff, he just assumed it's his body changing as he becomes a man.
Dude,
that was a great episode.
Man, puberty's rough.
Yeah, it's like his body parts are falling off.
So for all we know, this Good Samaritan never went to the hospital. He might be half raccoon now, tearing through garbage cans in his neighborhood.
651-715, Jesus said he heard if you hit a raccoon with your car and it needs help, you put the car in reverse. Maybe forward, reverse. TBI epilepsy, Jesus said, am I the only one picturing the Tommy Boy deer breaking up the car scene but with a raccoon? Nope, I pictured that as well.
One of the greatest stories I've ever heard in my life had to do with a raccoon. This was a friend of my dad's. He's gone now. So is my dad, just for the record. Friend of my dad's had this little puffy white dog. I don't know what the hell breed of dog was. It was, I should say. Small to medium-sized little puffy white dog. It was his wife's idea. This buddy of my dad's never liked that dog very much. But boy, did he gain a whole new level of respect They had a little doggy door for the peckerhead so he could come in and out of the house freely. Left him home alone. I don't know how many hours had gone by, and my dad's buddy returns home. He opens up the front door of his house, and the house is absolutely torn to shreds. The couches, cushions are torn up. The pictures are knocked off the wall. The kitchen faucet is running at full blast. There's blood everywhere, broken dishes, plants tipped over, just absolutely ransacked. And this pal of my dad's has no idea what has happened. He's calling for the dog. No answer from the dog. Goes through every room. Every room is destroyed, and a lot of blood. He gets into the bedroom, walks into his bedroom, he and his wife's bedroom, and lying on the bed together is his puffy white dog and a raccoon. They are both torn to pieces and so exhausted neither one of them could move. The dude was able to pick up the raccoon, and it offered no resistance because this little puffy white dog and this raccoon had fought to the death in that house. And they were so cooked, they were on the bed together, just looking at each other.
I'm picturing the end of the movie, The Gray.
Oh, the standoff with
Liam Neeson and the wolf are they just both give up.
I mean, and that old boy said, I never thought that dog was worth a pump. But that little peckerhead fought his ass off. I think both creatures ended up dead.
Just exhausted.
I mean, yeah, just so cooked. Well, I'm too tired to make a move. What about you?
Good fight, bro.
Yeah, hell of a good fight. All right, do we have time for one more, Cubby?
Squeeze it in if you want.
What the hell does this guy think he's doing? A dude tried to steal a $20,000 fancy schmancy pendant type of thing by swallowing the damn thing. Right down the hatch it went. Something called a Fabergé egg is what this guy gutted. You've heard of a Fabergé egg?
Yes.
My grandma had one of those.
That's a grandma thing.
Yeah, it is a grandma thing.
This is out there in New Zealand. Guy, he ended up in jail for what he had done. It says here now a Fabergé egg is the central plot point in a 1983 James Bond movie called Octopussy.
That's so ridiculous.
Scandalous.
Yeah, I think that's why I know about them. They were in not that movie, but some other movie that I watched.
They pop up in heist movie, yeah.
Yeah, heist movie, yeah.
Octopussy. I remember the movie. Never saw it. There was only one James Bond movie I ever watched. And that. Oh, no, wait a minute. I did see Octopussy. That was the only James Bond movie I ever watched. I always meant to watch For Your Eyes Only because I loved the song so much, but I couldn't make it through. So some jeweler out there in New Zealand created this $20,000 pendant egg thing in honor of the movie Octopussy and displayed it in his shop. And then here comes Dinkus. Dinkus walks on into the joint. He swallows the damn thing, looking to steal it so he can push it out his ass at a later date and then cash it in at a pawn shop or something. I don't know. The pendant egg thing is covered in 62 diamonds and 15 sapphires and this and that. Ooh, I bet that's a teeth clencher trying to press that out of your tender bottom. Cops caught the guy. There's one unlucky member of the local police over there who has had to sit 24/7 with this crook, so when he finally farts out the $20,000 egg, the cop can then scoop it up and present the evidence of the crime. Are you following what I'm saying?
That job would suck.
That's a hell of a gig.
Is he the new guy?
Yeah, it has to be.
Got to be the new guy. He's got to sit there with the criminal until he out this egg. Now, Josh found out this morning that after, I don't know how many days.
6 days.
6 days, dude went ahead and crapped out the egg. So the nightmare is over for that cop that was on 24/7 turd watch, and the police have their evidence.
We were talking about it earlier, but I hope that cop gets a hell of a Christmas bonus for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets to pick one of the jewels once they hose it off.
Yeah.
Wasn't it just earlier this week we were talking about Kate Beckinsale and her daughter's boyfriend who laid a couple eggs?
Yeah.
This has been a weird week for dudes laying eggs.
sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
New York just wasn't a good situation for me. Wasn't a great setup for me and my family. I never wanted to go there in the first place. When that was kind of happening, it just didn't really work.
That's the voice of big league pitcher Sonny Gray. He's just like the rest of us. He hates the Yankees.
That's pretty funny. He came out and admitted that.
I dig that. Sonny's now a member of the Boston Red Sox, so just slightly lesser of two evils kind of a thing. You see what I'm saying, Cubby? Here's who won last night. Timberwolves, Golden Gopher Hockey.
From the boat, Scotty Ma, and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
Here's who lost last night. The Pigs, the Dallas Cowboys. All in one night, Josh.
That's crazy. Crazy night, man.
Too much going on. A lot of flipping around.
There's a lot. Were you flipping?
Flipping.
You spent most of your time on football, didn't you?
Most of it, but you know what? My home is becoming a basketball family. In the way that, like, my wife and son will watch basketball while I watch football. But if there's no football on, I'll watch basketball with them.
Well, there you effing go. That's a nice little... I'm glad to hear it. At 7:30, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder will dive into the mix, and we'll also jaw jack with Vikings captain Andrew DePaola. And we'll drag a listener into this nightmare. Get him on the air for Purple Pick'em. Don't go anywhere. It's Josh's news report's coming up next.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here for the fine folks at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to ring in the holiday season. Yeah, the 12 days of Shackmas are here, and here's what you got to do. This is fun. Follow them on social media between now and December 12th. They're going to be posting pictures of these glittery ducks all across the metro. Once they post one, the hunt is on. Find one and win big. Think things like concert tickets, game tickets, gift cards, and I've gotten word that one of the days will be for tickets in a wild suite with yours truly. But you'll have to beat me to find these ducks, and just a warning, I have a lot of time on my hands and I fight dirty. Follow Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to join in the excitement. And remember, get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. Book appointments now at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Family Matters amplifies the loudest and the proudest political voices in the Black community today.
What's up, guys? I'm CJ Pearson. There's so many incredible perspectives here in the Black community that you're going to hear from each and every week. This is exactly what the mainstream media was missing.
Because faith matters, country matters, and family matters.
And actually talk to the people at the forefront of this change in the community. And by the way, it's no small number. It's growing every single day. That's why this moment matters.
Family Matters with CJ Pearson. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
They want to glorify the fact that they're criminals. It's dumb. These guys are dumb. They deserve to be tossed under the jail just for being dumb.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
That kind of behavior is obviously concerning. I can understand why the neighbors were very upset about that.
Some bozo put on a clown mask and prowled an upstate New York neighborhood with a chainsaw, and that man was convicted Wednesday on 2 felony charges. According to the district attorney, footage of the Purge Circus edition showed the 35-year-old man wandering through the neighborhood in the middle of the afternoon, wearing a clown mask and a football jersey while gripping a red chainsaw.
All right, we got to know what player he was.
I was wondering that, too. Who's the biggest clown in the NFL?
J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah. I thought for sure somebody was going to say Travis Kelce or something like that, but J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah, I'm going to go with J.J.
Our old movie reviewer would say, I'll allow it. A resident eventually confronted him, and that's when things escalated. The man slipped the chainsaw out of its plastic sheath, lifted it in a threatening way. A struggle followed, and the resident managed to subdue him until police arrived. Well, I just learned Spanish.
What was that?
What were they saying in Spanish?
What was that?
Well, what do you think she said?
I took only a year, maybe 2 years in Spanish in 6th, 7th grade.
That was a Spanish lady saying J.J. McCarthy.
Was that really what it was?
Yeah, I'm kidding. I hit it. I accidentally turned an ad on my computer. I don't know what she was saying.
While police didn't find any oversized red shoes squirting flowers or a big round nose that honks when you squeeze it, they did find some brass knuckles, which added a charge for the chump.
Oh, that's scary.
His verdict could send him to prison for anywhere between 2 and 7 years.
Clown makeup, football jersey, chain of saw, brass knuckles.
Yep.
Broad daylight.
Middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, the part kind of makes it even scarier.
Oh, way scarier.
Yeah, I agree.
St. Paul police rolling up to a break-in last week didn't expect a warm welcome, but they also didn't expect a Cutlery cruise missile closing in. Officers arrived at an apartment complex to check out a report of suspicious activity. There, a man hurled a rock through a window and slipped inside one of the apartments. By the time officers got there, things took a sharp turn. As police approached, the suspect, like a ninja, suddenly tossed a knife, injuring an officer's hand, severely limiting that officer's slam dunk options.
I could have killed you.
From there, the capital city combatant refused to leave the apartment, holding out until officers finally arrested him about 3 hours later. And if you didn't already know this, it's already too late for you. Today is International Ninja Day.
Could have killed you.
Yeah, could have killed you. If you didn't know, he's already there.
Today's International Ninja Day.
Today's the day.
I hope the ninjas in your life are doing good, Nick.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't seen that guy in a long time. What ninja weapons have you possessed over your lifetime, Josh?
I had some plastic nunchucks.
That's pretty sweet. Didn't you have throwing stars?
No, I had a neighbor that did. I was always jealous.
My brother had nunchucks and I believe a throwing star. Yeah, you thoroughly turned your testicles to dust as a kid once with those rubber nunchucks, didn't you?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
And it was even worse than that. I was like spinning around, all of a sudden it went, nuts face!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, down, hit the nuts, bounced off the nuts, hit me right in the face.
I forgot. Yeah, it was a double win.
Nuts face!
Please tell me all the neighborhood kids were around to see it.
No, but my family saw it.
Okay.
I was putting on a demonstration of my ninja skills.
Oh, wow. I'm so mad that I missed that.
I mean, I can own my nuts and then my face within a millisecond.
Your dad just gets up and slowly walks out of the room, just defeated.
The fact that you could lay into your nuts face so quickly showed you probably had some promise.
I had a little bit of talent.
Yeah.
After that, I thought I'm all done.
The fact that you could light them both up so quickly showed you had some potential.
A 31-year-old Minnesota man's accused of delivering what may be the world's worst wake-up call, opening fire on his 44-year-old roommate as he slept without remorse.
As he slept?
As he slept.
Well, that's like shooting fish in a barrel right there.
He later told police it was worth it.
He killed the guy?
No, luckily the guy's okay.
Oh.
When first responders arrived, they found 2 injured men, a 44-year-old and 55-year-old. They said their younger roommate turned on them out of nowhere. The 44-year-old explained the suspect shot him twice before moving on to the 55-year-old who stepped in to help, and it was a decision he may have regretted real quick-like. That sleeping roommate was jolted awake by hot lead slicing through the air at about 1,000 feet per second, and then it punched into his shoulder. Still trying to understand what was happening, he heard the suspect accuse him of killing his daughter, then watched as the gun swung toward his head and fired again with the bullet grazing his cheek.
Killing his daughter?
What followed was a textbook pistol whip to the back of the skull, and somehow, despite the new airflow through his shoulder and the ringing in his head, the victim managed to shove the gun aside just as the 55-year-old walked in to check on the noise, but he was promptly struck as well. When officers approached the suspect to question him, he made a strategically enthusiastic and valiant exit, but the foot race fizzled fast, ending with the criminal in cuffs. During questioning, he insisted the violence was worth it, claiming his daughter was being held beneath a trap door in the basement.
He's totally insane, right? This is all in his head?
Yes, a dramatic detail police disproved immediately after finding zero evidence of anyone being held captive.
You know, good for that other guy going to check it out, because one thing I'm not going to do if I hear a gunshot is go and check it out.
You're just going to call the cops?
Yep.
Here's a couple
of
guys.
Or just turn the TV up louder, pretend you heard nothing?
Those guys can pick a roommate, I'll tell you.
What a terrible aim. It's like the bad guys in movies, though. Like, he's sleeping.
Yeah, right. He's asleep. You got a gun trained on him and you hit him in the shoulder? You missed. Airport parking fees are pretty steep these days. So steep, they prompted a Louisiana man to call in a bomb threat. 35-year-old Corey Johnson tried to leave the Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport short-term parking garage November 7th, but was, shall we say, unable to render payment. After refusing repeated requests from staff and police to move his car out the exit lane, he drove to a surface lot where it sat as he brainstormed a bomb threat, which blew up in his face. Roughly 2 hours after his failed exit attempt, the airport's operator received a call from a man demanding they page someone, warning, if you don't page him, we have a bomb. Less than an hour later, another call came in from the same number. This time, the caller was reportedly trying to disguise his voice, and the tone had shifted in both register and rage. He threatened to cut the operator's throat, adding, I want him to bring the bomb to level 3. Deputies traced the calls back to Johnson. They found him sitting in the same car, but he denied he was the man behind the threats. So they dialed the number used to make those threats, and his phone rang.
Hello.
That's awesome.
Hold on, I got to take this.
Sorry, guys. It'll just be a second. If convicted, he could face up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine, making his parking lot exit quite a bit more expensive.
Wonder what the success rate is on bomb threats.
Probably not very high.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's pretty low.
An Indiana woman shoplifted from a dollar store and then terrorized an employee with weaponized Hawaiian punch. A Dollar Depot employee spotted 34-year-old Melissa Noble walking out with a cell phone charger about 7:30 p.m. November 13th.
Oh, that's not going to work very long.
And she headed across the street to a gas station. The employee followed, hoping to confront Noble and snap a picture of her license plate. But just as he raised his phone, she gave him a taste of the tropics by swinging a bottle of Hawaiian punch at him. Then, after the Hawaiian punch, she jumped in her Jeep, revved the engine, and said aloha to the employee still standing behind it. Luckily, the employee managed to matrix himself out of the way, but Noble shifted into drive and swerved toward him again before speeding out of that lot. Officers later found her Jeep with the pilfered charger, along with the bottle of Hawaiian punch.
I'm picturing it's like one of those big gallon bottles that has the little handle on top.
Oh, I know what you're saying, Ashley.
You could do some damage with that.
Let me tell you something, Cubby. When I was a kid, I used to suck down that Hawaiian punch like I had just been freed from a hostage situation.
I loved that stuff, Tahitian treat.
Man.
Sunny D.
I have to cut that stuff with water now.
It's so true, Ashley.
That's funny. I'm that old, too.
I don't even have the balls to take a sip of that stuff anymore. But when I was a kid, did I love that really sugary Hawaiian punch, Tahitian treat type.
I had a buddy, his parents bought all that stuff. He always had the name brand snacks, Lunchables, what was that other stuff? Orangina, those little bottles of that, he had those. By the way, Tuesday was National Anytime Hawaiian Day, created in 2020 by the Anytime Hawaiian Restaurant Group. The day is...
What do they want from us on that?
You celebrate by enjoying Hawaiian food, music, culture, and then, of course, insert a getting laid luau joke. Yeah. And the Hawaiian Islands span a distance of 1,523 miles, making Hawaii the world's longest island chain.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, I was there for first place I ever went. First time I ever left the state.
I'd love
dad
to go
flew us
there.
out there. Yeah, it's great. Everything was beautiful.
I don't know. I've heard that the citizens of Hawaii are like, hey, stop coming here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When we were there,
they've had enough. Yeah, they've had enough years ago.
What do they call you? Howlies?
I don't know.
Is that the term for us mainlanders?
Sounds right.
Children's music group The Wiggles say they do not condone the use of the party drug ecstasy, and they had to make that statement recently.
Why did they have to make that?
The Australian group issued a statement after two of its members, Anthony Fields, who plays Blue Wiggle, and Dominic Field, who plays the Tree of Wisdom, appeared in a music video for Kelly Holiday's recent track, Ecstasy. The video appeared on TikTok, where it was viewed close to 100,000 times before being removed. The track from Holiday features the lyrics, "Hey girl, come on and dance with me, you and your pocket of ecstasy." In a statement shared before its removal, the Children's Act said, "The Wiggles do not support or condone the use of drugs in any form."
I used to think the Wiggles were so creepy.
They probably were the brainchild of some people on drugs. The group also added that while Kelly Holiday is a friend of the Wiggles, they claim the video and music shared were created without the knowledge of the Wiggles.
The Wiggles and the Teletubbies.
Oh,
those
the Teletubbies.
freaked me out so much when I was a kid.
Sigmund the Sea Monster frightened me at first, Josh, but I got used to him.
What's that from?
I thought his program was called Sigmund the F Me Running
it's its own thing?
I can't remember.
never heard of it.
Maybe someone can text in. Was that part of a greater, the greater good? Where did Sigmund the Sea Monster come from?
Oh, that is really creepy.
I haven't seen
yeah,
that.
You're right. It had its own TV show. That is disturbing.
But you know, what would make me feel a lot better when I was a kid? I'd be a little bit scared of Sigmund the Sea Monster, but eventually I'd get an eye full of Electro Woman and Dyna Girl and feel a lot better about the world.
You can
Make
watch
things right again.
Wah, wah, wee, wah, Electro Woman and Dyna Girl.
Nick, you can watch Sigmund and the Sea Monster all over again if you
I'm
want. It looks
sorry.
like they rebooted it, and it's on Prime Video.
I'd love to see it now as a grown person. I'm sorry, Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
Yeah.
That's right. I've been making that mistake my entire life.
4 years ago, a lone protester made his way up to the plaza outside Anoka City Hall, knelt down, and unleashed chalk. He wasn't there to start a revolution with the childhood art staple. He simply scribed a message praising the city manager's dog. It was just one of many light-hearted doodles aimed at poking fun at the city officials who passed an ordinance banning chalk drawings on public property in Anoka. The rule was written so broadly, it even criminalized hopscotch. And before long, it drew national attention and stirred up a wider conversation about free speech, not to mention forcing Anoka homicide detectives to outline bodies with spray cheese. But this month, the city council erased those old rules, and they chalked it up to listening to their residents. They amended the ordinance to allow water-soluble chalk drawings in public, and with that vote, chalk became legal again in Anoka, leading to mass applause from clapping erasers nationwide. Not everyone was on the chalkboard back when the ban first passed, though. Anoka's current mayor, who was a council member at the time, cast the only vote against it. He cautioned the ordinance might create unintended consequences, including preventing kids from drawing with chalk. So folks in Anoka can once again clutch a piece of chalk, sacrificing all the moisture from their hands, this time without the threat of prosecution.
Well, isn't that something? I had no idea it was such a big deal in Anoka.
Can you imagine, what are you in for? I drew some hopscotch for my kid.
That's interesting coming from the city that lets you drink publicly now.
Oh, that's a
on
good
the
point.
street. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's going to... I know there's a couple other cities looking into doing that. They have what do they call that? The social district
Yes.
or whatever they call it? That's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, it was weird. We tried it out last summer, and just going into the bar, and then as you're leaving, it's like, are you sure? Like, are you sure we can do this? This just doesn't seem right.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to set down the beer, but that chalk. Get rid of that chalk.
It's a cool option to have in Anoka, to be able to walk down the street drinking a beer. But it didn't really excite me much because, as you guys know, I am physically unable to drink while walking.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Step, drink.
I can't do it.
Step, drink.
I don't know what it is about my gait, Josh. I don't know what it is about how I'm wired, but I cannot drink while walking.
Well,
I will spill it all over myself and look like a 5-year-old at Valley Fair.
I drink beer with a straw, even while sitting.
That's smart.
Just try that with walking.
Be a man, will you? Drink beer with a straw.
Come on. You see this twisty straw right here? Beer comes out of that. If you're ready for fist fights, Freddies, and foot fetishes, there's a bit of each in theaters and on the boob tube this weekend. First up, sharpen your katana for Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. Written by Quentin Tarantino and Uma Thurman, a former assassin embarks on a bloody quest for revenge against her ex-boss and lover, and hunts down members of the deadly Viper assassination squad.
She still never got around to killing Bill?
Well, this is I guess this is the time she's going to try and kill Bill.
No, this is 1 and 2 all together, so you get to go and watch both movies.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? I
Yeah.
thought it was a new thing.
Nope. So I think there's some additional footage in there, but it's first time in theaters you're going to be able to see the whole saga back to back.
Oh, yeah, because the footage I saw was new. Okay,
yeah,
so
there is some new stuff in there, but for the most part, the story's the exact same. It's just you get to go to the theater and see the movies back to back.
All right.
What's that? That's going to be like, what, 4 hours?
There's a 20-minute intermission between the movies, though. Let's all go to the lobby.
That sounds
Let's
miserable.
all go to the lobby.
Huh. Okay, yeah, I'm no expert, but that's why I was a little thrown. I thought she had killed everyone she planned to kill.
Well, this is information I wish I would have known about 5 minutes ago. If you prefer your thrills deep dished and lightly haunted, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the sequel to the 2023 video game adaptation of Five Nights at Freddy's, is now in theaters, taking place a year after the supernatural nightmare at a pizza place.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty decent movie.
I've heard
I watched
that.
the first one, yeah.
Never,
I wasn't expecting much, but...
That's new to me.
I've heard it was good. And streaming on Netflix, Jay Kelly. George Clooney plays a successful, charming, and beloved leading man who embarks on an unexpectedly profound journey through Europe with his devoted manager, also starring Adam Sandler. I don't mind Adam Sandler, but I didn't want to upset Nick.
George Clooney's cocaine habit is finally completely out of control. He's agreed to work with Adam Sandler for a paycheck.
He's a billionaire thanks to that tequila company.
He's never sold one bottle of tequila.
Yes, sword fights, jump scares, and Clooney and Company in theaters and at home this weekend. Thank you to Folgers Can Jesus listening on his drive to Upper Red Lake, and Ginger Lime Scooter Jesus in Australia listening to the show when he can.
Cool.
Happy birthday to our new friend and wonderful interview and human being, Roger Up Jesus from Big Bass, Big Racks Jesus. And it's not only Hughes 51 Jesus' Friday, also his birthday, so shout out to him for being lucky enough to make 46 trips around the sun. And that's 93X News.
The Minnesota Vikings interview.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Touchdown! Vikings win it! On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
My name is Skylar Ham. I'm 9 years old. My dad, CJ, does a lot of super cool things to make people's lives better, but he doesn't like to tell people about them, so I will.
Oh, that's
How
absolutely.
cute.
That's just the most adorable thing.
I know.
Hello, Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
The audio we had there, that's C.J. Ham's daughter talking about her dad's Man of the Year nomination. What did she say? I have a hard time understanding children.
Here, try it again.
My name is Skylar Ham. I'm 9 years old. My dad, CJ, does a lot of super cool things to make people's lives better, but he doesn't like to tell people about them, so I will.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to brag.
So
No.
she's going to do it for him.
So she, what did she say? Why did we cut her off?
It was a 2-minute-long video, but all very funny. She was doing an impression of her dad as if it was her dad talking. It was very funny.
We'll ask Depot about it. You all right, Randy?
Yeah.
Smoking.
Now that you've retired, have you taken up cigarette smoking, Randy?
No, I have not, but I chew a lot.
Yeah.
What about like edibles? I mean,
Smokeless tobacco?
didn't you
Edibles?
say, Nick, your mom, like at a late, advanced age, started pot or something?
Well,
like
not
that?
started pot. She smoked some marijuana once.
Oh, just once?
Yes. No, it never became a habit.
Was it in her 70s? Or I thought it was
60s probably. Yeah. Oh, let's bring Depot in.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up, Depot?
Good morning, guys.
Speaking of druggies.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Let me answer your question, Josh. When my mother was in her 60s, summers like that, she went to an out-of-town get-together with all of her female coworkers. Big old cabin they rented. I think it was up at Rutgers. That's a nice joint, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone on the panel's been to Rutgers. Right? So she walked. I think she was having a good old-fashioned cigarette outside the cabin. All these women staying in a cabin together. She walks inside, and everyone was gone. And she's like, well, where the hell did everyone go? She heard them all giggling from one bedroom. So she walks into the bedroom and says, what the hell's everyone doing in here? And they said, well, we're smoking a marijuana cigarette. And she said, well, I'm 65 years old, whatever. I've never tried one. So she did a little puff give that evening, Josh, but it never became a habit beyond that.
That's funny. Somebody that runs a dispensary, I had mentioned, my mother-in-law would be very excited because she's been huge into marijuana her whole life.
She's a drug addict.
Big time druggie, like major issues.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely loves it. And he said, you know what's interesting is like a big part of our clientele are people in their 60s and 70s who've never really tried it, but they're retired now.
Right.
They'll even walk in and kind of look around like they're going to be busted by a SWAT team.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that are kind of a big client for them at this point. It's not what you'd expect.
They're looking side to side.
Yeah, like, hey, is this for real? Is this a setup?
Who's
Where's Chris Hansen?
They still call it reefer.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. Andrew DePaola, welcome back to the program. What are some of your experiences with marijuana?
Yeah. And when's the last time you had some?
I've never actually had any, if you can believe that.
No, I believe you. I haven't either.
Neither has Josh, and he's a 50-year-old man. He's never had any.
I haven't either.
Brad Ryder
Brad, you haven't?
You guys are missing out.
Well, I know what we're doing in the off season.
I'd love to say that would be true, Dana. Wouldn't you love to believe that Brad and Josh would sit down and smoke some grass?
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
No.
Never going to happen.
I thought Brad, just kind of with the life you've lived and the people you've associated.
What do you mean the life I've lived?
Well, I mean, you're around professional athletes, and some of them have a reputation.
Yeah, I've been around professional athletes. That's why I haven't, or I wouldn't have had a job for very long. But.
Out there in Clara City all by yourself.
Yeah,
I bet they had some great weed in Clara City.
A buddy of mine's dad said small towns. He said there was nothing for us to do other than drink, do drugs, and screw.
Yeah,
that was what he always told us.
What are you saying, Brad Ryder? A little bit of pot would cause you to lose your job? I mean, a real man can get high and still keep a job.
I'm sure Andrew can attest. I'm not sure the Vikings PR guys are smoking grass outside the office every day.
Did you get drug tested when you worked for the Wolves and the
Did
Twins?
I what?
Did you get drug tested when you worked for the Wolves and the Twins?
Yeah, once a year we did, yeah.
Oh, only once a year? Oh, you got plenty
the
of time.
employees got once a year. Athletes got a lot more often.
We were always threatened, and it never happened here. Never once.
No, it never did.
But how many times did they tell us, hey, you going to be good if in 2 weeks we have a drug test?
Yeah, they always made some noise about it. It never happened. So, Depot, never touched the stuff, huh?
No. I've lit a couple for people, but I've never actually ingested or smoked or consumed it myself.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, that's so kind of you.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Here, let me get that for you.
Do you? So, how often are you drug tested then, Depot?
For street drugs?
For whatever they test you for.
I mean, we're tested at random for performance enhancers, and that's all year, and you can get tested whenever. I just got tested the other day. But for street drugs, it's usually only a handful of times, and then if you test positive, it's a lot more often.
We always love hearing about the process itself when an athlete is tested for. Now, from what I understand, you have to keep your hands behind your back, and the tester, right? And the testers do all the work for you. They take it out.
They do allow me to hold the cup, which is nice. But you have to. But I'm serious. You do have to have shirt off and everything down to your knees, and they got to visually see the sample come out your unit.
What
Shirt
a gig.
off.
No, I'm
Hilarious.
I get pee shy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, we'd be there for a long time, and I'd feel terrible. And the longer we're there, the worse I'd feel, and the harder it would be to go.
That is so friggin' hilarious that you have to stand there as a grown man with your pants and underwears around your ankles, shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
God help us.
Hey, look, you're lucky if you get to stand there. Some guys have to sit and go the other one to get a sample of urine.
What? Seriously?
And the tester has to sit through that.
Why? Why do they have to make a deuce?
Because some of them get bladder shy, like y'all were talking about, and they claim it's easier for them to drop a deuce.
What
so that
in
they can
God's
urinate.
name are you telling us right now?
That's crazy.
So an NFL...
just telling you the truth here, guys.
Oh, we
I'm gonna be real
appreciate the
with you.
truth. It's a great story.
Behind the curtain.
An NFL official has to sit there and watch another man poo.
Yeah, I mean that's I guess that's more like the side part of it. It's really the urine they're worried about, but
yeah.
The poo is just helping the urine come out.
Like a dog in a park.
That's crazy.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. McCarthy, whenever you're ready.
They take their drug testing seriously in the league.
That is.
So, are you allowed? Like, if you wanted to have marijuana, can you? Now that it's legal in Minnesota, or are there like NFL rules against it?
Well, even though it's legal in some states, it's still, I guess, not legal in the NFL.
Okay.
Right? You can still get in trouble for using it. They're trying to, I guess, like, kind of save the image a little bit and not really get guys in trouble for it. So, like, y'all were saying, like, hey, are you going to be good in 2 weeks? If you like, we kind of get that here when it comes to weed testing.
Oh, okay.
Everything else, they're a little bit more like, I mean, not a little bit. They are more strict about. It's just like you'll get a text like, hey, you've got a drug test in 3 hours. Make sure you're there. But with weed, it's a little more, I don't know, relaxed. Not as serious.
Oh, God. Great stories this morning, Depot.
I never would have known that was part of it.
No, but it makes sense, right, Josh? You were saying you are pee shy. You've got to be the most – you're shy in general about everything that has to do with your genitalia.
Yeah. I mean, there's times I realize, like, oh, gosh, it probably looks like I'm making love to the urinal. I'm a little too close to hide things. I have to back up a little bit.
Very private person when it comes to your gear. It makes sense. It makes sense that some guys will just up and say, look, yeah, I can't stand here and do it. You're going to have to come in there while I drop some kids off at the pond.
Out of all your years in the league, does it seem like there was a particular year that they drug tested you more than other years, or has it been pretty consistent about the number of times they come in and do it?
My wife would say they've been testing me a little bit more in the off season. So, like, we've had the guy in Maryland come to my house probably like 4 or 5 times in like a 10-week span.
Wow.
The past like 2 or 3 off seasons. So, like, it's like a funny joke now because it's the same guy every time. And he comes down. He's like, "Oh man, I love coming to your house. I'm gonna go get some lunch down here and go by the water and hang out." I'm like, "Yeah, man, this is cool."
I'm glad it's fun for you.
We're having a lot of people who are in the military, and thank you for your service. They're texting in this morning saying that they had to go through the same thing, same exact thing.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed by folks in the armed forces who can just sit there and make all kinds of bodily functions with no walls between the neighbor.
Yeah, seriously.
Depot, let me ask you something. We're chatting with Andrew DePaola here from the Minnesota Vikings. Let me ask you something. Let's say on your last day as a player, let's say the league approaches you and says, look, Depot, you're a good guy. You're a guy we can trust. We've enjoyed having you as a player. We'll double your salary if you continue your career with us as the poop and pee tester guy. Double your salary.
Double my salary? Absolutely.
You'd be the guy that holds the cup and sits in the stall.
Bring it on, guys. Come on. Give me that sweet, sweet urine.
Yeah, make more of it.
Well, I suppose at this point...
For double my salary.
Double
my salary. Yeah. I'm going to sit there and watch people pee? Absolutely.
I'd do it for double my salary, too.
Do you get... So, I'm sorry if you already said this, but for the performance-enhancing drugs where they got to watch you take a leak, do you get a warning on that? Other than you mentioned maybe they'll say, hey, tomorrow or today. Do you get a couple of days?
No. You get, if it's after a game, you'll get a text like right after the game telling you like, hey, you've got a test in the morning. Or like if it's, it'll be the night before, like 7, 8 o'clock at night, the tester will text you and be like, hey, you've got a drug test between 10 and 12 tomorrow, or 8 and 10, 9 and 11. Be there in your slotted time and take your test.
I'd want to be polite about what I consumed the day before, just to make it a little more pleasant for the person that has to. Yeah, exactly. I know where you're going, like asparagus, avoiding it. That kind of thing.
You'd be polite enough to tell the pee tester guy, hey, look, last night I had beans.
Yeah, or whatever.
That's what you're saying? Oh, this has been a lot of fun, Depot. We started off with an adorable little girl complimenting her father. And we headed C.J. Ham, your teammate. Tell him we said congratulations. He's nominated for Man of the Year. be honest with us now. What have you done this season, on or off the field, that would have automatically eliminated you from deserving the NFL's Man of the Year award?
A lot.
A lot?
I mean, on or off the field? Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge trash talker, so just talking trash all the time to players.
That surprises me.
It's been such an interesting edition of Depot's Visit. You know what would make it extra interesting is if you just upped and said, you know what, C.J. Ham's not that great of a guy.
And then you have some counterpoints to all the positivity his daughter has?
I would absolutely do that if CJ wasn't the person he's as advertised to be. He's the best human being on this team, and he wholeheartedly deserves the Man of the Year award.
That's great.
I could tell you we're getting texts from people who played against him or on teams with him growing up saying the exact same thing, that he's as nice as advertised. He comes across that way, certainly.
Yep. We'll be on the field, and he'll he's a huge hitter, special teams guy doing all that. And I'll be next to him, and some guy will be talking trash to him, and he'll just be like, "Hey, man, Jesus loves you." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Come on, let's get this guy. Like, me and you, like, let's call him a name." And he's just like, "Nah, man, he's cool." I'm like, "Damn, all right."
We've heard wonderful things. I think we did have him on the radio once or twice years ago when he was a young player. Well, that's great to know that he's every bit as advertised.
I mean, Depot, you could always just put a beat in there, and then after he says Jesus loves you, you could say psych or something like that.
That might work.
Yeah.
Depot, we know we got to allow you to get going. Have fun this Sunday against the Commodores, and everything went well on Thanksgiving, we hope. Everything, you had a great Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah, great Thanksgiving. My wife made excellent food. We had some of the boys over. It was awesome. It was awesome. Great time.
Good to hear, my son. Have fun against the Commodores, and there you go. Great to talk to you. Talk to you next Friday. Yeah,
hey, guys, just want to shout out. It's Pro Bowl voting time, so let's get the brotherhood and the sisterhood out there. Vote. If you don't mind, you got a free minute or two. Just
Needs
throw me some or a couple votes.
Let's send him to Florida. Come on.
Let's keep it going. Good call, Depot. Thanks for giving us a heads up. It's Pro Bowl voting time. Let's get our guy to where is it, Randy?
I think Florida, right, Depot?
Is that right, Depot?
They moved it to the Super Bowl location, so I think it's in Santa Clara.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
We the brother and sisterhood would never let you down, Depot.
Never.
Let's do it, guys, because I think I'm in, 6th place, so let's do it.
Oh, we got to bump you up.
Oh, wow. How much time do we have? I mean, when does voting end, do you know?
The 15th.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
6th place. You got that in common with Randy's old employer, Care 11.
Wait a minute.
There's only 4 TV
I was going to say.
in the market, and they were
No, there's 6th place.
Thanks, Depot. So long.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Wow, that was some really
Well, let's get him going. We only got over a week.
Oh, yeah. We'll get it going. We'll get it cooking.
Stuff that ballot box. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, that was a hell of a deal right there. A hell of a deal. Hey, the Purple Pick'em Challenge is brought to you by Xfinity, your home field advantage. Get all your football all in one place. Purple Pick'em is also brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Eagan. Today we're talking to a sumbitch all the way from Fargo. James. Good morning, James.
Good morning.
What's going on, man?
Oh, not a whole lot. Working.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an electrician.
Yes. Let the trade wars begin.
Yep.
Oh, I love the word I'm looking for, Josh, the luxury of having 2 good friends who are electricians. Because electricity scares the hell out of me. You're a very important member of society, James.
Thank you.
But Josh is right. This might begin a trade war, and the plumbers and the carpenters are going to text in and say that you're a moron.
I normally get along with our plumbers. We got to work together.
Okay, good. You listen to us all the way from Fargo podcast? How does it work for you?
I use your app. I have to stream you.
Okay. How old of a feller are you?
63.
I was going to say, you sound mature.
I'm very mature.
63, all right. James, here's the deal. We need your predictions on the halftime and final score of this weekend's unbelievable matchup.
Everybody's talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, or nobody can wait. If you get one or the other correct, you'll win $1,000, James. If you get them both right, $100,000. You'll retire from being an electrician, I imagine.
Be life-changing.
Life-changing money and a trip out to the big game. So what do you think about halftime, James?
I'm looking at Minnesota 13 and Washington 10 at half.
Okay. What about when she wraps up?
The final, I'm thinking Minnesota 27, Washington 17.
Hey, that
Wow.
sounds nice, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody, what do you think, Ashley?
It'd be cool to have a win.
Yeah.
I'm rooting
and
for
their
you.
losing streak.
James, thank you very much for listening. Thanks for playing part in our Purple Pick'em routine. If you, being a 63-year-old man, if you had one message for the young kids out there, what would it be?
Put some money away when you're young.
That's good advice.
Good advice. There you go. Thanks, James.
Yeah, thank you. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you as well.
That was just really nice the way he
Yeah,
came off.
he sounds so kind.
He did sound kind. Although we did get one person making fun of electricians.
Oh, what did they say?
64 C10 Jesus said, Purple Pick'em guy, definitely not going to clean up on these picks since he's an electrician. That's what we always hear, that they don't clean up.
They
People
leave a
text them.
mess. They leave a mess. Boy. Randy, how come you can't come off the way James does? You guys are around the same age. Why can't you
Oh, because I don't really I don't agree with James at all.
clean up your attitude a little bit? It says here the Vikings could be officially mathematically eliminated from the playoffs
They
on
already
Sunday.
are.
What?
They already are.
Are they already done?
Yeah.
Well, for all intents and purposes.
Less than
yeah.
1% chance of making the playoffs at this
They're
point.
not going to make it.
It could be official this weekend, Josh. They'd be eliminated from the playoff.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Well,
not going to
okay.
happen.
If they lose to the Commodores, they're done.
They'd be
Or-
better off trying to get themselves a better draft choice and stop trying to win.
Tank it, he says.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. See what I mean? James would have said something cheery about
Yeah,
the
he
situation.
would have. He would have said there's always a possibility.
He would have put a
my
positive
God.
spin on it.
That's why James is in Fargo.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This is a guy from
I
Iowa.
wouldn't come at
Yeah,
people from
come
Fargo. They're
on.
tough.
Oh, no. Fargo people suck. Randy's right.
We realize Fargo isn't Clare City, but come on.
I got to agree with Randy. When he's right, he's right. Last time I was in Fargo, they tried to make us put on clown makeup and get on a party bus.
That was there. All right, yeah.
That was in
Fargo's
Fargo.
there.
They tried to make us. Quarterback Marcus Mariota, who we might see play Sunday against the Vikings. Apparently, his name is actually pronounced Marcus Mariota.
What is the right pronunciation?
Mariota. It's been said over the years like Mariota, which is incorrect, and it's pronounced Mariota.
Mariota.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Be mindful of all that. It's Jesper Wallstedt, not Jesper Wallstead, and it's Marcus Mariota with a hard T. I guess he cleared that up recently after how long has he been in the league?
Yeah. Probably got to a point where he's like, who cares?
We get that now and again. Was it Marion Gaborik who, after he was in the league for 6-7 years, stepped up and said, look,
Yes.
everyone's saying my name wrong?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of that. I mean, celebrities, everything.
Where I believe the correct pronunciation is Marion Gaborik.
Gaborik, yeah, that's what I heard too.
But he allowed everyone to call him Gabber. I don't know, whatever. Thursday Night Football, Detroit 44, Dallas 20. What the hell happened there?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh,
That's what
gosh,
happened.
incredible.
He's such a great player. Yeah, I mean, huge game for both teams. I mean, the Lions have put themselves in a much better position now in trying to track down Chicago and Green Bay. Dallas is still in the picture, but that loss does not help them for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
So
the Lions.
That I was going to say, almost to our point a little bit, cements that the Vikings will be in last place.
yeah, in the division for sure,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
The Lions have bought themselves some time. And,
yes, they have.
Okay. All right, wonderful. I didn't
it's
bother
still
with
not clear cut, but they've bought themselves a little bit of time.
You know how most of us can't get enough of Russell Wilson, right?
Oh, for sure. Love the guy.
Says here that CBS Television is thrilled.
Oh, no.
To have Mr. Unlimited help him talk some football this weekend. Russell Wilson's going to sit in as a guest this Sunday on the CBS pregame show or something like that.
Mr.
Unlimited.
This is kind of like a screen test for Russell Wilson.
I think so.
Because I think this is probably going to be his last season, and if he's looking to see what's next for him, he's very very well spoken, good looking guy. He could easily do what the former quarterback for the Falcons did, Matt Ryan.
Sure.
Who's really good on CBS. Matt Ryan is really good at what he does right now, and he got one of those kind of screen tests when he was playing before he retired. So
Russell Wilson's current employer, the New York Giants, are on their bye week, and apparently he'd like to do television once he's done pretending to be a starting quarterback. Maybe he can tell that inspiring college baseball story about himself that never actually happened. It's one of my favorite stories about Russell Wilson. He was part of a commencement speech, I believe, at the University of Wisconsin, and he told this long, dramatic, inspiring story about how no one believed in him when he was playing college baseball, and it was Game 7 of the College World Series, and he hadn't had an at-bat the whole series, but then the coach called him in, and he got the game-winning hit. Apparently unaware of the fact that people can look that kind of thing up on websites, and found out that the entire story was made up.
That's what's so weird about it. It's so easy to disprove those types of things
Right.
now. Why even try?
It wasn't 1953 where everyone's going to take your word for it. Now people are going to get on baseball stats, and they found out.
Or like a supposed teammate's going to say, well, that's not how I remember it.
57 years ago today, O.J. Simpson won the Heisman Trophy.
All right. Oh, OJ.
And now
a little
the
bit
man,
happened in his life since then.
Yeah. He's had an adventurous life. Yeah.
He's lived a full life, as people would say.
Yeah, now he's dead.
He sure is.
Yeah.
The Pigs cooled off a bit last night in Alberta. Some kid by the name of Dustin Wolf made 26 saves in net. The Calgary Flames won 3-1, 4-1 if you count empty net goals. That's the first loss for the Man Bear Pigs in regulation since November 6th.
Faber shoots, stop Wolf on the right pad, rebounds Zuccarello, stop Wolf again in the butterfly. Anderson, empty net, bouncing puck, he scores!
And the crowd cheers for it. And they sound the horn for an empty net goal.
It was impressive. It was full ice.
If it's Dana, I know you're not a hockey guy, but if it's not the goalie, it's just garbage, and it's disrespectful. Look for a game tomorrow night in British Columbia versus the Canucks. Golden Gopher Hockey Bros won at Ohio State last night. Now listen to this: 4-3 was the score. 6-3 if you count empty net goals.
From the boat, Scotty Ma, and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
2 empty netters in the same game, showing you that the young kids have zero respect for the game. Same 2 clubs play tonight. 5 o'clock. That's an interesting start time. Is there a Taylor Swift concert in Columbus or something? Why do they have to shift the game time to 5 o'clock? You ever heard?
Well, maybe if it's Ohio State's playing tomorrow in the Big Ten championship game against Indiana, maybe they're getting people out of there early to go to Indianapolis for that.
Or maybe their basketball team is playing.
Yep.
That very well. Who knows? Again, the Timberwolves turned things on in the fourth quarter to beat New Orleans. Julius Randle scored 28 points. The Wolves won by 9. Anthony Edwards finished only with 11 points. He got himself into foul trouble.
Looked a little sluggish.
You think it was
Brad? Looked a little
You know why I'm laughing.
You think maybe they had a little too much fun?
Looked a little sluggish
Maybe.
till about midway fourth quarter. Then they thank God for Naz Reid, because they were on the verge of maybe losing that game last night. So
Yeah, they had a strong fourth quarter. Nas was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Up next, the boys play at home tomorrow night against the Los
I will
Angeles.
say this after watching these two teams for a second night. The New Orleans young guys did not look as good last night as they did the first night. So, yeah.
Well, they're young fellas.
It's a big win for the Wolves, because you gotta take care of business when you're playing teams like this.
LeBron James' streak of scoring at least 10 points ended last night at 1,297 games. He put up just 8 points in his game last night over Toronto.
He tried. He missed a lot of shots. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't shooting. He was shooting.
He went 4 for 17, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. He did dish the basketball to Rui Hachimura for the game-winning three-point shot at the buzzer, but he had scored at least 10 points in every game all the way back to...
It's an amazing streak.
All the way back to January 6th of 2007. Wow. Now, there were 2 playoff games since then where he did not reach 10 points, but this is only a regular season record.
Austin Reeves had 44 in that game last night. Baby Nuts didn't play. So Reeves was kind of like the main scorer. But LeBron is now more of a facilitator than he is a scorer for this Laker team. He's really kind of like the point guard, setting people up more than he is.
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Austin Reeves has got to be the story of the NBA this year, or one of them anyway.
Well, he's been very good.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah.
And the Lakers in general have been very good. They're 16-5. So,
and again, Randy Shaver,
on a team where it's LeBron James is on the team, but that's kind of his team along with Doncic now.
Well, I think it's more Luka's team right now. When Luka's on the floor, it's definitely Luka's team.
And again, Randy Shaver, I do get a little tear in my eye every time you call Luka Doncic baby nuts. Apparently, he's not playing because he's made a baby.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, good.
Or another baby. I'm not sure which.
Parental leave?
Parental leave, Brad Ryder, yes. The Los Angeles Lakers might try and hire the Cone.
He's a cone.
But because of some wacky roster spot rule, they have to wait until the middle of January to do it. Josh, LeBron James, who plays for the Lakers alongside his son, Bronny, LeBron is apparently one of the Cone's closest friends.
Did not know that.
That's right. The Cone and his wife and all his little Cones, they all live in Los Angeles, and the theory is he'd want to play some more basketball but stay close to his family. So the Lakers might hire the Cone.
The little Cones.
Yeah.
I like that, too.
I don't know. Is this video up on our website? One college basketball player sort of punched another college basketball player upside the head.
Yes, it is.
It's a fun video.
Another misleading headline, though, and they called it a vicious sucker punch.
Yeah, I took that out of the title when I posted it.
Exactly.
I mean, it was a sucker punch.
Yeah, he tagged him a little bit, but it's not like the guy went down.
Also, like, what a bitch.
Yeah. I hope he regretted it right away.
You got dunked on. Take your damn medicine.
I got to be honest, I kind of liked it. But you're right, Dana. It was clickbait. This was not Kermit Washington and go ahead, Randy.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Yeah.
Which Rudy Tomjanovich should have died on the court that night. But that's going back 60 years, and you probably don't want to hear it. This was a Utah Tech was playing Santa Clara. The whole world is watching. And, yeah, player gets dunked on. The dunker then had to chirp a little bit about it, right? After he dunked on Dude who got dunked on, socked him in the side of the head. Sometimes you got to slug somebody out there. I'm not so mad at this guy. Late in the game, right? You're losing. You're pissed. Dude says something cute. I say start swinging and ask questions later. I like the kid who did the punching. I do. Everyone's going after him. I understand where he's coming from. What else we got to cover around here? I saw a write-up yesterday that has the New York Metropolitans looking to trade for both Byron Buxton and Joe Ryan.
Why not? I mean, they probably figure they can get him at a pretty good price.
Yeah, we'll see about all that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a secret they're on the trade block.
Right.
The winter meetings start on Monday. And so I think next week could be the week where deals could be made.
I hear a lot of rumors next week for sure.
Yeah.
Minimum. Yeah.
So.
All right.
Cross your fingers.
Well, I'm like we discussed a couple days ago. I'm preparing for the worst.
Yep.
Meaning Ryan Buxton and Pablo. Give me the last name. Lopez.
I mean, it would be one thing, Nick, if they were trying to better their team by making a deal, right? But the vibe is they're trying to cut payroll, because they still need to reduce their debt. And when fans hear that, it's like they don't want to. I mean, you just make it worse when you tell people that's what you're doing.
Every Twins fan's like, yeah, I got debt of my own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it just make it worse.
Exactly.
And it might be a little bit more palatable if they were saying, yeah, we got to reduce our debt because we want to make the franchise more attractive to a new owner. But they're not even saying that anymore.
No, they're not doing that. And the fact they can't find anybody to invest with them, and that's.
Yep.
I mean, this whole thing is just such a mess. I can't. If they do make some trades, if they do deal Ryan, if they deal Buxton. Spring training is just going to be miserable in February and March. The fan base is just going to be like, especially if they put people out there that, they're AAA players. That's just not going to be good.
All right, we got to get going. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about Krampus. Randy Shaver, Brad Ryder.
Krampus?
Krampus.
You're talking about
Krampus?
Is that like Grandpa with a cramp?
Yeah, Krampus and Kramas.
What?
No. Krampus. Krampus.
Yeah, Grandpa with a cramp.
So you're unfamiliar?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
No.
It's not surprising to me.
Okay.
I thought everyone knew Krampus.
I thought at least everyone had heard a thing or two, because that's as far as I can go. I've only heard a thing or two. It's like an alternate to Christmas. We got some guys coming in, the founders of Minnesota Krampus.
It's an alternate to Christmas.
You got to see these guys. It's awesome.
It has roots in where, Josh?
It's like a whole Alpine Austria. It's kind of like they go with some of those traditions, which includes whipping people.
The information is on 93x.com if you want to check it out, Randy.
Is it kind of like Festivus?
Not quite.
Yeah, well, that's for the rest of us. This is their own thing.
God, I hate that Seinfeld joke. Anyway, if you celebrate, well, I don't know. I know so little myself, but Krampus is like a Christmas character that originates, Cubby told you, from Austria, that general area. It's this demonic, evil goat-looking character that beats children this time of year to straighten them out in time for Christmas, to get them to behave.
Okay.
That's the story. Am I right, Josh, or am I wrong?
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I'm sure there's
I don't know about the beating children, but I know there's some whipping involved.
Well, beating,
whipping
same
children.
thing. What's the difference between...
I'm sure there's some parents out there that will be very interested to hear about this.
Go on.
Or Belschnickel.
I don't know what he just said.
Belschnickel, if you watch The Office.
Oh,
that's a deep reference.
Yeah.
Stop quoting sitcoms that I've never watched. I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking to the Krampus folks. Thanks, Randy and Brad.
You bet.
Yep.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here for the fine folks at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to ring in the holiday season. Yeah, the 12 days of Shackmas are here, and here's what you got to do. This is fun. Follow them on social media between now and December 12th. They're going to be posting pictures of these glittery ducks all across the metro. Once they post one, The hunt is on. Find one and win big. Think things like concert tickets, game tickets, gift cards. And I've gotten word that one of the days will be for tickets and a wild suite with yours truly. But you'll have to beat me to find these ducks. And just a warning, I have a lot of time on my hands and I fight dirty. Follow Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to join in the excitement. And remember, get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. Book appointments now at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Strahan, and St. Jude has been close to my heart for many years. Their groundbreaking research is changing how the world treats childhood cancer, and has helped push the survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Please, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Get ready for The Rush with Max Crosby.
You already know what time it is.
All-pro defensive end Max Crosby takes you beyond the field with exclusive insights, real stories from inside the locker room.
You could literally see us laughing, kind of chirping back and forth.
This is The Rush. Buckle up.
We talk about The Rush on The Rush all the time.
Don't miss the behind-the-scenes moments and interviews everyone's talking about.
We appreciate you guys. We're going to keep feeding you all the content.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Here we go.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
You know that jerk across the street who's always got it in for me? Every year, that guy waits to see what decorations I put out and then finds a way to top me. I string lights, he strings better lights. I put out Frosty, he puts out an Elf Village. I put out Dracula, he does nothing, and I look like a jackass.
93X. All right, yeah. Welcome back to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. It is 8:25. Here we go. It's time to learn a thing or two about Krampus. Our guests this morning are from Minnesota Krampus. Two of them are very frightening to look at.
I'm so freaked out.
Big, scary, demonic-looking characters. The other, who still looks a little iffy.
Also scary to look at.
The other is Travis, the founder of Minnesota Krampus. Hello to everyone.
Oh, you're not the founder?
Not the founder.
Okay, that's on me.
Oh,
no worries.
I was
big Tyrone. Big shout out.
Tyrone.
Yes.
Is the founder. Oh, we received some bad information.
Sorry.
Travis from Minnesota Krampus. Hello to everybody. Thanks for coming in. Tell us, Travis, because we're mostly unfamiliar. What is Krampus?
Oh, wow. So Krampus is an Alpine tradition from Austria, also Germany, from the Alps, predating all the way back to 1600s, right? Where you had St. Nicholas for those, and then you had Krampus. Krampus was kind of the counterpart to St. Nicholas. If you were
good. The evil version?
Yeah, well, good children got St. Nicholas, and the bad kids got Krampus.
So, and we have been pronouncing it incorrectly. We've been calling Krampus. You told us off air it's Krampus?
It's Krampus.
Krampus?
Yep, Krampus.
Gotcha.
I'll try to get there.
And it doesn't really matter.
Krampus.
Well, it's good to know.
So the story goes that the bad children were not visited by Santa Claus. They were visited by, and Ashley, did you get pictures of the characters? We have two characters here dressed as Krampus.
Correct.
They are awesome, by the way.
Evil horned goat looking. This is what the character looked like, according to the story.
Yep.
Yeah,
very traditional.
Okay.
I got some pictures and I posted them so far. I'll get them up on the website, but they're also on our Instagram and our Twitter, which both of those are at 93xhams.
And now, Travis, you were telling us about these outfits. Can you explain kind of how legit these things are?
Yeah, so given that Austria is kind of like one of the motherlands of Krampus, right? Our suits are very traditional. Our suit itself is made from goat hair, which obviously fits into the tradition that a half goat, half kind of beast with horns is coming after your children if they don't behave. The masks are hand-carved from wood, and the horns are real goat horns.
Wow.
Or different styles of horns as well.
Wow.
And you'll see very many different styles of masks. If you, I'm sure a lot of people out there have seen those parade videos over in all different countries. They really go all out. About 100 guys and gals dressed, marching through the streets.
Frightening.
Yes.
And so what's the significance of today?
Oh, and today is Krampusnacht, Night of Krampus. So anybody out there, season's beatings, Merry Krampusnacht.
And tomorrow?
Tomorrow is St. Nicolau Day.
Okay.
St. Nicholas Day, right?
So
I guess the good children get the stuff after the bad children get what they get.
So according to the story, again, way back to the 1600s.
Yes.
Just so everyone knows and they don't get all sensitive about this, this is a story from Austria in the 1600s. When Krampus would visit these supposedly bad children, according to the story, what would he do?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think there's a lot of different folklore stories out there. If you're listening, that was a paddle being swatted against somebody's hand.
Get the paddle.
That thing looks
But
painful.
yeah, there's a lot of different folklore stories, right? Because it's folklore.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, you whisper in one person's ear and it goes to the other and, it gets a little out of hand. But, basically it was kind of like you'd get hit with a stick, the switch, or maybe a paddle. There's a lot of stories of, Krampus will take the naughty children and put them in a sack and, haul them away. And,
right.
There's a lot of stories. I mean, it gets a little out of hand sometimes. Yeah. By all means, Minnesota Krampus, our group in particular, is incredibly polite when we're out. Right?
Of course.
When we see kids, some are very, very interactive, and we have a great time. And for those who are kind of like, yeah, not so much, we know when to back off.
Right.
You were mentioning off air that kids are not scared nowadays. It seems that
it is unbelievable how many kids out there are just running up to us, giving us a hug, high-fiving, and some are a little bit scared, and the parents are like, hey, it's okay, and they really kind of want their kid to be comfortable around that kind of a situation. So we'll get down on the ground, offer up a high five and stuff like that. And it was a couple of weekends ago. I was pushing some kid on a swing after he ran up to us to say goodbye, and it was like, wow, okay, this is surprising. I would have been terrified.
Well, just so you know, one of the toughest women I've ever met, Ashley there, she got up and saw you guys out the window, and I believe she said, "Oh, F no." Like, it scared the heck out of her. So even she was a bit scared.
Yeah, that's common.
I did not expect to be as terrified as I am. I feel uncomfortable. It did help that the men that are dressed like, I'm going to say it wrong, Krampus, they talked. That kind of helped.
No, they didn't. You were hearing
me
things.
feel a little bit better, but before that, yeah, a little nauseated.
Krampus, does he talk?
No.
Okay.
Just a good growl. You want to give a good growl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So explain, if you can, we're speaking with Travis from Minnesota Krampus. The characters that you brought with you, the two Krampus characters, they're kind of covered in these noisy tin cans. And what's the significance of that?
So,
if you can hear when they walk, go ahead and walk around a little
bit, boys. Give them a little bell action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite loud.
He's not going to sneak up on you.
No, and that is that part of that tradition, right? The ominous bell. Krampus is coming, right? So, I'm sure back in the day, Mom sent Dad down the street with a bell and said, go ahead, give it a couple rings, Tommy's been driving me nuts.
Right.
Smart.
He's not listening, so you hear Krampus coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it kind of is a good indicator that you might be in for some trouble.
Josh, do you feel nervous right now with one of them just standing behind you?
He took a tactical position. He's on my 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lurking.
Did make me a little nervous.
Were the children of Austria in the 1600s just that poorly behaved, Travis, that this...
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Aren't all kids?
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I mean... And adults, so we don't discriminate. We definitely. I think I said when we were talking earlier, I knew Ashley was probably on the naughty list.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We get notifications about that stuff.
Probably.
How does Krampus feel about Elf on a Shelf? Is Elf on a Shelf a little bitch?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yeah. The Krampuses are making the throat slash motion. They're not a fan.
I guess not.
Well, let me ask about this. My wife recently stumbled upon this online, and maybe the rest of you have heard of it already. Forget about Elf on the Shelf. She found something called Snoop on the Stoop.
Oh, yeah. Snoop on the Stoop.
And it's a Snoop Dogg doll that you sit. That thing looks like fun.
It's hilarious.
I have one of those.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Had to.
We received a text message here, Travis, and the Krampuses. We received a text message from Healthcare Economics Jesus. He says, my kids went to the German immersion school in St. Paul. The Krampus characters would roam the halls and have bells hanging off them, like you were describing, to warn the kids of impending doom. Scared the hell out of the kids, but they loved it.
Oh, I'm sure.
so sweet.
That is cool. What a fun experience.
So that probably is Tyrone. He's actually the reason that Ty couldn't join us here today is that he actually is out all week doing school visits.
Okay.
Which they will do, especially in the German immersion schools or schools that have maybe a little bit more background with like some of that culture.
Yeah.
So how many do you have? How many Krampuses?
You know, to be honest, that's something I probably should have asked.
Like,
to
just,
get,
do you have a ballpark?
I would say somewhere between 60 and 80 members.
Whoa.
We have a little over 20 masks and suits. And we kind of spread out, here and there. So it's kind of a sign-up basis. We are a nonprofit organization.
Yeah, we definitely should bring that up. You guys do a lot of good for the community.
Yeah, we give back scholarships, yep.
That's awesome. Some folks are texting in saying they'd like to be a part of it. Do you have tryouts? Or
we could start our own thing here, but we'll send you to our website, which is just minnesotakrampus.com. And there is pretty much everything you need to know right there on that website, including would you like to join us?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So we have links to all of that on 93x.com once again.
I bet you guys are huge in New Ulm.
I haven't been down to New Ulm yet.
I mean, that's the most German town I've ever been to in my life.
It is.
And I imagine you'd be a big hit. Maybe there's already a New Ulm chapter of Krampus or something that you'd have to battle to the death, of course.
I would enjoy that
for territorial supremacy.
Are there other holidays that you guys go out? I mean, I imagine this is the big one.
So, yeah, today being Krampusnacht is, definitely our day of, reckoning, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be at the Impaler show tonight, actually.
Dude.
Hanging out with that crew, and that will be a good time. And, yeah, I mean, we're pretty much, we kind of kick off right at the end of November. We'll go into January. We join up with the Torchlight Parade and those kind of events in St. Paul. And, yeah.
Here's a question that our Krampuses would be interested in. One of our listeners wants to know are there female Krampuses? Are there Krampettes?
There are. There are, definitely, yes.
Have you guys hooked up with a few of them, boys?
They're being shy.
They kind of shrugged their shoulders and said.
A couple grunts. We're not quite sure what that means.
Yeah.
Are the outfits different? I mean, can you tell?
To be honest, a little bit.
They're shaking their heads, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. But it doesn't have to be, right? Honestly, if the suit fits, is kind of the motto. But there is actually an all-women's Krampus group over in, I think it's Austria. It might be Germany. And I just found them, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But we welcome everybody.
That's really interesting stuff.
Yeah, and you got to see photos of these guys. Please go to 93x.com, or, you can find the links to all you guys. The photos, you get sent some professional-looking photos. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
It's really interesting to learn just a completely different way to celebrate this time of year and a different way to be charitable, which is what you folks are involved in, and just be a part of the community. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, tell us about that side, the charitable aspect.
So, yeah, I mean, we're a nonprofit organization, so nobody is taking away anything other than, joy of, getting out there and doing that thing, which I find to be kind of, fitting, because if you're going to do this, you have to enjoy it. And it's basically us getting together with a really good group of people that enjoy the heritage and the traditions, and hanging out, drinking some beers, getting into some scary suits, and having a good time. But we do give away scholarships to college students, basically anybody that is studying alpine tradition, or maybe the people. So there is a scholarship part on our website as well. If that's something that you might be interested in signing up for, we give away 2 every year.
Some of the questions coming in, and that's great, Travis. Some of the questions coming in are great. One of our listeners would like Krampuses to maybe try door-to-door caroling.
Well, I don't think we really have the voices for singing. Yeah.
You've got a rock and roll DJ voice, that's for sure.
One of our listeners is claiming that Tara Reid is a female Krampus.
Oh, come on.
Oh, she's a river troll.
Everyone knows she's a river troll.
Yeah, she's under the bridge.
So I have a list of your events this weekend, or do you know them off the top of your head?
I do as well. Yeah, so today we'll be at Torg Brewery in Fridley. There's going to be a pretty good group of Krampus out there, and they have a Krampus beer that they make, which is kind of fun. Awesome. And then tonight, like I said, we're going to be at the Amsterdam with Impaler, which you guys said, Bill said to say hello.
Oh, great.
Shout out to Bill.
We love those guys.
Yeah, we mention them every year. They always send us a Christmas card.
Yeah.
They've never missed. They're so nice to us.
They have a huge heart.
Tomorrow, too, Travis?
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be with these same 2 over at Black Coffin Tattoo, and they're doing a big tattoo for toys. So it's kind of a fun way, right? Like, go be naughty, get a tattoo, and give back to the children.
Sure.
And then we're going to be at Waldman's Brewery in St. Paul for a tree lighting and big Krampus event as well.
Dude, I can hear the Krampuses are getting restless.
They want to do some beatings.
Yeah, give us the shake a little bit, boys. Let's
go ahead and shake it up.
Sexy. It's like twerking.
That means you're in big
friggin'
Ashley.
This is incredible.
Oh, Ashley's being whooped into oblivion.
Did you guys know Ashley has a paddle? Did you know that?
Yeah, not one that nice, though.
Again, we said we knew she was naughty. That was kind of apparent to us.
Again, MinnesotaKrampus.com. Children, start behaving now because they're on the loose and looking to have some laughs. This has been really cool, as I said again, Travis, so thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Been wonderful to learn all about Krampus.
Very glad to know you're going to be joining us at Rick's Cabaret next Friday. You're just finding...
I will tell you, these guys were pushing pretty hard. They were like, hey, do you think the ladies from Rick's are going to be in the studio? Because that would be excellent. And I was like, don't think so, guys.
Yeah, that's next week.
But do you think we could have them swing by?
Wait, is that cool? It is a charity event.
You're cordially invited to join us.
I appreciate that. I will reach out.
See what you got cooking.
Run it by management.
Yes.
We'd love to have you guys there next Friday. It'd be awesome.
Thanks again, Travis. Thanks, Krampuses.
93X, the home of the half-assed morning show.
There we go.
Hello. How about it? Friday here on the Half-Assed Morning Show. We're ready to roll here shortly. Certainly hope everyone has a dynamite weekend. Just a lights out. We want to thank again the fellers from Minnesota Krampus for stopping by. That was really fun.
Yeah, they were great.
We received a text message from a listener who said, "Dear Minnesota Krampus, if I paid extra, or if I signed a waiver, would they please beat the brakes off my 13-year-old with his bad attitude?"
If I sign a waiver.
Interesting. I wish I would have noticed this when the boys were in studio. Krampus made a report here on the worst pop culture Santas. Now, this must be from the Krampus movie. I think these are all movie Santa Claus characters. And Ashley and I both mentioned that we watched the movie Krampus years ago and thought it was just one of the worst things we've ever seen.
God-awful.
But the Krampus character made this report on the worst pop culture Santas. I think because the character was too frightening for people.
Yeah.
They didn't like the looks of Krampus. Oh, they also throw Bad Santa in here.
I really liked that movie.
The movie's great.
With Billy Bob Thornton as a character named Willie T. Soak? Soak?
I
can't remember how to say the last name.
Yeah. Never saw it. Bad Santa starring Billy Bob.
Do you like Billy Bob Thornton?
Have you guys watched Landman?
I have. It's excellent. Have you? Do you like Billy Bob Thornton at all?
Sure.
Okay, I think you'd like Bad Santa. He's such a dick. It's good.
I've seen little bits and pieces by Dan Cubby, I have, but never saw it all the way through. Billy Bob Thornton, sure. I love Sling Blade. Absolutely love that movie from start to finish. So, Bad Santa, his character, makes the report. The department store Santa from A Christmas Story. Josh, have you started watching A Christmas Story yet?
No, and I'm not so sure I will. I've seen it so many times. It's like the perfect movie in my opinion. I don't know if I will or not. I probably will, but I do have the leg lamp, so I put that up every year.
Oh, that's
nice.
right.
But that Santa is a jerk.
Yeah,
But
he's a D-bag.
he's not as bad as the elves, though. The elves are way worse in that movie.
I can't recall, but it says here in the movie A Christmas Story, the department store Santa shoves Ralphie down a slide with a boot to the face.
Yeah. You can't do that nowadays.
Kicks him right down. And keep in mind, I think they're being sarcastic, or, when they're saying here the worst pop culture Santa, it's tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, they're joking around.
It's not. From the movie Elf, there's a fake Santa at the department store in the movie Elf that supposedly smells like beef and cheese.
Yeah, that's what Buddy the Elf, Will Ferrell, says he smells like when he's like busting him about not being the real Santa. They get in a fight.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington as Santa.
I never saw that, and people assume I have because it's, Halloween-y and Christmassy. They figured, yeah, that's perfect. And I get gifts all the time about the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm like, oh, great.
They make that big of an assumption? They never once heard you talk about it. They just assume?
Exactly. I've never seen it.
You should watch it. I bet you'd like it.
That's what I heard.
The worst pop culture Santas, the Grinch, when he dresses up as Santa and breaks into homes to literally steal Christmas from the town. Sure,
I really like that one.
Yeah, he had ulterior motives, didn't he?
He sure did.
I recognize the story of the Grinch. Just a day or two ago, I mentioned that I never gave two pumps about Frosty the Snowman. Never cared for him at all. But it says here now, you guys have to help me out because I maybe watched him once when I was 4. It says here, The Magician's Santa Suit Act.
Yeah, the magician was a puke in that, for sure.
The magician tries impersonating Santa to steal a hat from children.
Well, that's mean.
Anyone ever heard of the Christmas Chronicles Part 2?
Yes, but I don't remember this.
A character tries to replace Santa with his own twisted version of the character?
I think I might have watched the first one. It sounds very familiar.
Office Christmas Party.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one a lot.
Never saw it.
I keep forgetting about that. I should rewatch that.
Yeah, that one's fun.
What's his name again?
TJ
Miller.
Miller.
Oh, I was thinking more the main character. Jason
Bateman,
right? Do I have the right movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone named TJ Miller is in there too. It says here at some point in the movie, a character named Clay, a drunk CEO Santa, crashes his car. Things like that. So you're familiar with the movie.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that today. That's such a good movie.
I should write that down so I don't forget.
I just wrote it on my wrist like a 10-year-old.
You wrote down Office Christmas Party?
Yep.
Just the other day, Josh, you're a big fan of Jason Bateman's podcast?
Yeah, Smartless. He's hilarious.
All right.
They're all great. Will Arnett, I never knew how funny he was until listening. He's so quick. They all are. They're great.
I've heard you go on and on about it. I heard my first episode the other day. We were on a long car ride, and the wife was in control of the stereo, and she put on this Smartless podcast where the boys involved interviewed Lionel Richie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What'd you think? Did you like the podcast?
I did. I thought it was unremarkable.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. But anyway, they interviewed Lionel Richie, for Pete's sake. I was very jealous of that.
Do you find him remarkable?
Yes, I do.
You
do better.
Folks don't like the Santa character from a movie called The Ref.
Oh, that was funny. Well, I think it was. It's been so long.
Is that Dennis Leary?
Dennis Leary, yeah. I like Dennis Leary.
Oh,
Rescue
God.
Me. Anybody, if you haven't seen Rescue Me, do yourself a favor.
Fantastic show.
Never saw it.
The time where they were coming up with different names for vagina, that killed me. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Glad you recovered.
And finally, in this report on, pop culture Santa characters, pop culture Santa Clauses. Oh, they don't like the killer Santa from Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I haven't seen that, but a few people text in and mentioned how much they like that movie.
Yeah, I loved it.
There's like 5 or 6 of them, isn't there?
At this point, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
But I very distinctly remember in 1984 paging through the variety section of my local newspaper and seeing the ad for Silent Night, Deadly Night. If I remember the original ad, it's a snowy rooftop with a chimney, and all you see is a red-sleeved arm coming up from the chimney because I believe they meant to insinuate that he's climbing down right into your home like Santa Claus does. So you see the red-armed Santa sleeve, and he's holding an axe.
Yep, that's exactly it.
And I remember thinking, no kidding, they're making a deadly Santa Claus movie?
Is it a comedy kind of? Like
no.
A dark Oh, really?
No, it's about a...
Like it's a real horror movie.
Deranged. Yeah, it was meant to be. I mean, maybe... I don't remember much about it. It was a long time ago. But it was meant to be a deranged, scary, killer movie. But even as a 13-year-old kid, I wasn't 4. I was 13 years old. I even remember thinking, wow, that's taken a lot of balls. That takes a lot of guts to make a killer Santa Claus movie. And now, I don't know if that was the first, but since then, there have been all different types. But that was kind of a moment.
Yeah, There's 6. There's 6 whole films.
When they came up with Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I remember I rented one of the Silent Night, Deadly Nights somewhere in the middle because it looked cool, like Nick said, Killer Santa.
Hope it wasn't the third one. That did not get good ratings.
I don't think any of them did, but the thing I remember, because I rented in like 5th or 6th grade, lots of boobs.
Oh, yeah?
Lots of boobs.
Good for you, Dana.
Thank you.
You'd think if I were a real man, I would remember the boobs.
Well, you've seen so many over the years, they just blend together.
Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here, Josh. I'm sure you got a shout-out or two.
Yeah, we got a couple. Congrats to dubbed famous Mises, 1 month sober today. He also wanted to shout out his lovely girlfriend, Twirly Whirly Pop Sheezus. Best wishes to Wade retiring from Local 34 after 25 years. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Not your fault, Wade. Different Wade.
Yeah, all I can do is think about this other Wade.
Yeah, it's not your fault. So thank you to Swamp Stomping Jesus for letting us know that. And again, congrats, Wade. That's awesome. Happy early birthday to Nora, turning 14 tomorrow from Dance Dad Jesus. Another birthday tomorrow. Happy 47th to the Foxy Aaron. Happy belated 51st to Saggy Balls Electrician Jesus from I Would Do It Again Jesus. Box Truck Rapper Jesus said, quote, "Can I get a birthday shout out for my smoking hot wife Amy, turning 39 today? And happy birthday to Jesse. Hope it's a great one."
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Nice.
93X.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here for the fine folks at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to ring in the holiday season. Yeah, the 12 days of Shackmas are here, and here's what you got to do. This is fun. Follow them on social media between now and December 12th. They're going to be posting pictures of these glittery ducks all across the metro. Once they post one, the hunt is on. Find one and win big. Think things like concert tickets, game tickets, gift cards, and I've gotten word that one of the days will be for tickets and a wild suite with yours truly. But you'll have to beat me to find these ducks, and just a warning, I have a lot of time on my hands and I fight dirty. Follow Standard Heating and Air Conditioning to join in the excitement. And remember, get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. Book appointments now at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com.